Yeah, I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just about my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind.
It's the Travel OG, and welcome to the Black Manosphere Conclave 5.0!
We got started in 2021 in Atlanta, united in the pursuit of excellence in all things. It's been one hell of a ride.
Can I tell you what's on my mind? 'Cause I've been thinking about it for quite some time. Hey, can you give me a moment to declare my love? Can I tell you what's on my mind?
We're now focusing more on opportunities for men, in particular passport bros. Guys who go abroad, they want to have a different lifestyle, they want to have a different achievement abroad. Oh yeah, there's without a doubt the narrative has changed for us greatly.
I just finished speaking and having a chance to tell individuals about how to live the American dream outside of America. And I was here to help so many men when it comes to understanding what they need to do in order to relocate.
With the political climate, things that are happening worldwide, guess what? Nobody's coming to save us. So it is indicative that we all bound together, tighten up like a fist, and strike a mighty blow against everything that's fighting to stop us, man.
It's nothing but good, positive people, good, positive energy with one goal in mind, and that is to make money, get the hell out the matrix, and enjoy your life. You dig? So shout out to all of y'all. Theme music.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is your man Marcus A. Brown, and I'm here to tell y'all that I just got done with my first consultation with the brother Andre of Love Crossing Borders. I just wanted to give him his praises. I need y'all to do two things if you haven't already. If you haven't, subscribe to his YouTube channel, Love Crossing Borders. Also, if you are going to Colombia, if you're thinking of going anywhere, traveling internationally, please consider booking a consultation with the OG Andre of Love Crossing Borders. You will not be disappointed. And y'all, get in tune with him if you haven't already. Tell him MAB sent you. Peace.
Where are all the black men? And I'm not talking about the scammers, the drug dealers, the robbers, and the crooks.
Well, actually...
All right. This live stream is going to be a live stream of encouragement for all you men that are traveling, relocating, vacationing in other countries around the world. Quite often there's enough said about the passport bro movement, black expats, if you will, black men that travel, passport cartel. It's enough that's being said about us in a negative light because we decided to leave the United States, UK, Canada, and other Western parts of the world. For various reasons. But very few times we get to be encouraged. We're going to listen to an interview that was on the YouTube channel. Shout out to this brother. He travels a lot. Travel and motivation. Make sure that you guys subscribe to his channel. I'm going to drop the link to his channel tonight for you guys to subscribe. He was interviewing a brother that we've done clips on before. I might even have the brother on the show. His YouTube moniker as well as Instagram is Daniel on the Go. Shout out to Daniel on the Go. And when he was interviewing him, Daniel's been in Medellin for quite a while, established a life for himself in Medellin. And the cool part about that, what he's done, he's been able to volunteer in the community, to help individuals, as well as establish the life that he's been looking for. But one of the things that he talks about, that there are a lot of dudes that's coming down here still doing lame stuff in Medellin. Now, I started off by saying that this is a live stream of encouragement. So you're going to talk about lanes? Yeah, we're going to talk about lanes. the encouraging part is it ain't got nothing to do with us. It doesn't. Most of us have kings and dreams. Chill with Will, J. Clyde, T Mac, Jay Fleming, I am Marwa, Ace Live, Check in Effect, BMT, Black Men's Travel, and a host of other men have gone to Medellin, enjoyed their lives, established themselves, purchased property, purchased vehicles, created brands, created businesses, helped the community with volunteer work for the youth, as well as helping out those adults that are in need during the pandemic. These men are living proof that you can go to Medellin, Colombia, and you don't have to be a lame. So for all you guys that have gone to Medellin, you've gone to Cali, Cartagena, all parts of South America, or wherever you travel, this live stream is for you to let you know one thing and one thing only. You're doing it right. And forgive me for the freezing, guys. I'm still working on the Wi-Fi, getting that together. It looks like I've been freezing off and on already. So let me see if it helps if I do this right here. And shout out to Will with the $10 love over on the PayPal. Appreciate you guys. Really do, man. So maybe that'll help me not freeze as much. Okay. So yeah, this is to encourage you guys, because some of us who aren't the Pookies and the Ray Rays when it comes to traveling to different countries, we don't normally get the microphone. We don't normally get the video that goes viral. We usually just sit back in the cut and just live our lives. And the dudes that's on tomfoolery, it seems like everybody wants to go viral with them. They get 1 million views in Cartagena when they show Pay for Play. But if we show our lives and how successful we are in Medellin or in Cali or in the Philippines, like Brother Ronan Travel or Richie Mack in Thailand, we don't get the notoriety that the others do. And so every once in a while, we got to pat ourselves in the back for doing the right things and not getting caught up in some of the mess that other guys get caught up in. And like I said, even you guys that come to these countries on vacation, many of you, if not most of you, are doing it the right way. Not all of us are dropping the ball, fumbling the bag, if you will. So let's start off with encouragement. But then, hey, I got a doozy for you. After we listen to the first part of the live stream, which will be an interview that was being done on the YouTube channel. Once again, shout out to that brother. He's been around for a few years. And he's been interviewing people from all over the really Latin community that have been traveling. And the YouTube channel is Travel and Motivation. And he was interviewing a brother that lives in Medellin, is doing some great things there. And his name is Daniel on the Go. So we're going to hear what Daniel has to say. But you know how we start off. We got to get some shout outs in. First shout out is going to our brother Will once again, who says to all of us, good evening, Andre, and chat family. Thor smash. Thor, you saw I did that. You know how I caught that. I had to swing my Udo hammer, then smash it. Thor smash that like button. And please support by way of Cash App, PayPal, and Super Chat. Appreciate that tonight, gentlemen. It's a wonderful Monday night. He said, get your popcorn. Oh, yeah, I got a part 2 of tonight. Popcorn and pen and paper in hand. Stay vigilant when traveling, gentlemen. And I'll tell you what the part 2 is, keep you guys encouraged. You know how people always talk about us coming to Colombia and doing something stupid and getting caught up, right? Because we're dealing with the beautiful Colombianas. Well, I've got police footage of one of the beautiful Colombianas who went to the States and had an opportunity to do anything. And she did something stupid while she was in the States. So I've got the police footage. You know, if the police involved, it's kind of crazy, or at least kind of stupid what she did. So we're gonna be watching that as a part 2 after we hear what the brother Daniel on the go has to say to encourage us. Don't be lame in Medellin. It's uncalled for. You can have a great life in Medellin without being lame. But before we go there, we got 27 in the building. Click that like button like our brother Will says. We like you. We really do. Make sure that you like us too. And the first brother on the live stream tonight, salute to you, is our brother, Mr. Milner himself. Shout out to you, brother, being here. And we got T-Mac, always in the building, always representing his city oh so well. Shout out to all you guys who are in Medellin. And my brother David Dice, of the Dice family, that is, in the year of our Lord, 2026. Dave says this, salute to the family and salute to Andre and the chat brothers salute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Dave. Any people says, good evening, Dre. This was going to be a good topic. He say, what is so bad about Medellin is the dark side, and they are the cleanup, and they're cleaning up their image. Absolutely correct. That's exactly what they're working on. And I think what the best part about it is this. As Medellin cleans up its image, because I want to show the video tomorrow, 5 more white dudes got kicked out of Medellin over the last 2 days. They didn't kick the white boys out before they even got on the plane. And how they got caught up. They got caught up talking on the airplane. You got all these Colombians on the airplane. Check it. These 5 white boys on the plane. I'm going to show the video tomorrow. On the plane, talking too much. They think they just, ooh, when we get to Colombia, boy, we gonna kill them. All the Colombianos gonna belong to us. The Colombian people are listening. See, a lot of times y'all think Colombians don't know English. I'm telling you, all my neighbors around me, their kids in this neighborhood, in this complex, a lot of them, a lot know English. Right now, English is mandatory in many schools throughout Colombia. So most of my neighbors' kids speak English as well as Spanish. They always want to practice with me, right? That's how I know. And I'm telling you, when you guys get on the plane, y'all be talking about to get this woman. We go through this. Look at my photos, man. I am going to tell you something. While you are saying you got 5 of them lined up, Colombians are listening. And before these people even got off the plane, the people on the plane had contacted the airline stewardess. The airline stewardess had got everything set up. So when these dudes got off the plane, they had already talked to the people. In other words, the police that had worked the airport, they had already spoke to them. As soon as them 5 white boys got off the plane, Colombia was turning right back around for the next plane. And here's the kicker. When you get kicked off to get deported from Colombia, I used to think they pay for the flight, right? Nah, when you kick out of Colombia, they make you pay for the flight back. You got to reschedule your own flight. They get it all set up to just reschedule your flight. If you had a flight going back, they just push that flight forward and kick you out. So if you're going to leave on a Tuesday, they just work with American Airlines, get your flight to leave in about half an hour instead of leaving that Tuesday. So if you were leaving in 2 months from now, they move that flight up. You leaving in Colombia in about an hour. I'll tell y'all something. Those of us who just come to these countries to enjoy these countries or relive in these, or build new lives in these countries, we love it. We love it. So yeah, they're cleaning things up, and a lot of guys are just gonna have to accept it. Shout out to my brother Ronan. Salute to you. Salute to you, brother. Love crossing borders. Yes, sir. Good morning from the Philippines. listening in. This is Unfortunate Story. Yes. One of the stories is going to be encouraging, and the other story is going to be, hey, unfortunate. So yeah, like one story, like I said, we got the brother that's encouraging about what's going on in Medellin for us good brothers. And then we got the story of the Colombiana who went all the way to the States and did something stupid to get herself kicked out. She wouldn't have got kicked out if she wouldn't have did what she just did. Heady. Shout out to my brother Rico being in the building. Glad to see you here, Rico. And let me scroll down a little further. Who else do we got here? Make sure that you guys check out the Black Manosphere Conclave. We're going to start doing a lot more Conclave videos coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to reach out to Theo, schedule an interview or two over the next few months. Got to keep you guys encouraged with the Conclave. If you can't make it to the Conclave, you could also still buy a pass to watch it at home online. So you don't have to feel like you have to be there to be able to enjoy the Conclave. I was just watching Michael Jackson's The Making of Thriller. Man, I learned so much, man. I didn't know that Wanna Be Starting Something, the first song off the album, was about all his brother's wives. I didn't know that. Wanna Be Starting Something was about arguments that his brother's wives, you know, his other four brothers' wives used to start arguments with LaToya and Janet and Rebe. They thought that since they married into the Jackson family, they were all that. And they used to always start some mess. So Michael actually wrote the song for LaToya for her debut album. And it was about his sister-in-laws always want to be starting something, too high to get over, too low to get under. You're stuck in the middle. You know, no matter what they did, they always hated on Michael's sisters. I didn't know that. I didn't know Billie Jean. Here's another piece of trivia I picked up tonight. I didn't know Billie Jean was about all the women, the thousands of women that wrote Michael Jackson. It wrote the Jackson brothers. Billie Jean was so crazy that there were women that by law changed their names to Billie Jean to pretend that they were the real Billie Jean. One woman was so psycho that she had wrote a letter to Michael and said, I just had your, Michael said, I ain't never met this woman in my life. Michael said that she was so psycho that she had wrote a letter to Michael and told Michael, go buy some artillery and you and I are going to delete ourselves on the same day at the same time so we can meet together and be together on the other side of life. These are the type of letters that made Michael write the song Billie Jean. I was like, man, these people crazy. So yeah, the making of that Thriller album was, ugh. I didn't know that he talked about Billie Jean in what was this? And Want to Be Starting Something. I didn't know that. In the song Want to Be Starting Something, the last verse is Billie Jean talking too much. He said, Billie Jean says this, and your mouth is like a motor. I didn't realize the first part was he was saying Billie Jean is talking too much, and that now we call your mouth a motor, and I'm being a motor mouth. And I was like, I never realized that lyric was in the song. Before he released Billie Jean, Want to Be Starting Something was the first song. So, you know, after seeing the movie, you just go through this Michael Jackson just search and you just find out all this good stuff, man. Shout out to my brother LJ, the Southern Vegan, being in the building. Appreciate you, brother, being here. We got 41 in the building. Hey, this is going to be good, gentlemen. This is going to be a good one. Appreciate you being here. Let me scroll down and give a shout out to the next gentleman that I come across. And that is Bobby. Bobby and Bobby is in the building, representing you with my brother Jaman. Yes, sir. And we got El Patron. What are we doing good tonight? This must be a good Monday. First of all, good Mondays. Shout out to my Detroit Pistons. Just when I thought I was putting a ribbon around and just patting them on the back, I'll see you next year. The Pistons was like,
you better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
Detroit basketball. Yes, sir. Shout out to the Cavaliers and the Pistons moving on to the next round of the series. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let me scroll down. Shout out to my brother, I am Sadiq, being in the building. Glad to see that you're here, Mr. Travel himself. Glad to see that you're here, brother. Really am. And once again, shout out to Black Nubian, them Canadian brothers. Can't miss out on you, brother.
I told this guy where I was from. He said, oh, Canada.
And let me scroll down a little further. Let's see who else we have in here. He said, can't wait to go there to visit Colombia. You love it. Colombia's an amazing country, man. When you do it right and you're not just, on stupid mode like a few guys are. And I'm going to continue to encourage most of us guys. Like I said, most of us who come to Colombia, most of us that go to Brazil, Thailand, Philippines, Europe, Mexico, and other parts of the world, we never have any issues. I'm kind of tired of the narrative being sold that when men travel, it's always some issues. That's not true at all. It's just the ones that make the headline, they make the headlines. But most of us, man, are just dudes that just enjoy life no matter what country we go to. So I'm here to encourage you guys that are thinking about, oh, is a problem in Colombia? No, not even for most of us. It's just these few guys that have track records, whether it be in the States or whether it be in another country, and that track record follows them. Colombia finds out about it and they turn them back around. But most of us, there are no issues. So that's the cool part. So you will enjoy Colombia, Sadiq. Let's scroll down a little further. Make sure I get everybody. I think I got YouTubing as a habit in the building. Glad to see that you're here, brother. And we got Will H Money. Yes, sir, my dude. Okay, we're doing it right. And we got Kofa. Yes, sir. Okay. And my SpaghettiOs. Oh, the family is in here. The family. Gotta love the name. White Holes 6315 in the building. The NYC boys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Love the name. Oh, Snow Bunnies for life. All right, guys, let's get ready to get started. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. Once again, make sure you guys reach out to the Black Manosphere Conclave website so you can get your tickets, whether you're going to attend the conclave, I'll be there, or you can watch the conclave online. So either way, you got that opportunity. Okay. We got the smooth jazz tonight, the smooth jazz. Let's hear what our brother has to say in regards to some changes that are taking place in Medellin.
I've been in like 5 physical altercations here. You know what I mean? So with local Colombians, because they'll try you. You'll see where you at. And I could see where, like, if you're like a white content creator, something like that out here, I could see how they're going to try you, bro, because I'm going to be honest. And if some content creators could see this, I speak to locals out here and they be like this close to robbing y'all. I'm just going to be dead ass. Like, they talk to me. They be like, bruh, let's set this dude up. Let's do it. I'm like, no, that's not my game. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, be careful out here. Medellin will fool you because it looks nice and that. But there's some dudes here, man. I'm talking about there's some
now,
dudes
I know
here
that it looks blurry. Pardon my Wi-Fi, gentlemen. Pardon my Wi-Fi. But I know you can hear it clearly. So that's the good part.
that weigh 110 pounds, bro, that'll chop you up into pieces.
Hey, Jamie Woods, we here to travel and motivate. No, we just trying to keep our minds in a golden state. We answer to nobody but the Lord, we control our fate. Too many things to see just to sit in a hole and bake. We growing, hey.
Shout out to the young brother with Travel and Motivation Channel.
Medellin is I've seen the big changes, bro. I'm talking about major changes in small towns, and I feel that it might pop, and it might pop in a bad way because they're now taking advantage of the situation. They're not letting it happen organically. They're just taking advantage, and it takes trial and error to learn how to deal with tourism. Okay, like Dominican Republic knows how to deal with tourism because we get so many tourists. Okay, I did a video one time because somebody was telling me, "Yo, Medellin is done." I'm like, "Yo, Medellin just cracked the surface." You know what I mean? We just
Give me a
cracked
second, gentlemen. I think I'm going to try something else when it comes to the videos. This particular video. See if I can get a little bit of clarity for us if I play it by the stream. Let me see something. Like I said, I have all my bars. That's the crazy part. I do not know what's been going on with my live streams because I've got all my bars. So that's not the problem. Yet and still, somehow, some way, when I play the videos, they seem to want to drag. So let's see. Let's go to YouTube. And we'll go directly and watch the video. Let's do that. Let's go to history. And thank you for your patience, gentlemen. Just want this to look a little bit more clearer instead of it looking, you know, the way that it does. Give me a second, get all this in order. Once I get all this in order for us, then we can begin. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, let's go here. Okay. I'm getting it all in order for us, gentlemen. Getting it all in order. Okay. So I'm going to take this down, remove this from the screen. And hopefully when I do screen share, it looks better than what we were dealing with before. All right. So this should look a lot better. Let's see.
That's one thing I want Americans to take heed of, bro. Like, leave the American attitude at home, bro, because it's not going to work, though. It's not going to work. I knocked out a dude at the club one day, and I ended up having to pay the cops $250 to let me go. Okay, so I paid $250 to snuff a dude.
Hey, Jamie Wood, we here to travel and motivate. No curry, we just trying to keep our minds in a golden state. We answer to nobody but the Lord, we control our fate. Too many things to see just to sit in a hole and bake. We growing, hey.
Oh, that is
Let me tell you guys, let me give you a quick story. And yesterday, that what an American is, an attitude, and how Medellin is. Check this out. In the United States, you buy a concert, you go to a game, you buy fucking row 6, seat 1, 2, 3, right? You go to your seat. Usher takes you to your seat. Your seat's there, right? They don't do that in Medellin. In Medellin, I just went to a soccer game yesterday, right? I had section 6, row F, seat. I bought 4 seats.
Oh, this is bad.
1, 2, 3, 4. I get there. My seat.
Let me see something. I'm going to try something real quick. Okay, let's see if this helps.
To take, right? But I've been to this concert venue before, and I learned before that the only thing you're guaranteed is the section, not the seat.
Wow.
It's like a first come, first serve, but they don't tell you that. Because the Colombians know it, but you as an American, you don't know it. So yesterday, I go and I see someone's my seat, and once again, because I know, I just go to the next couple seats that are open, right? Cool. The game's almost about to start. Here comes an usher.
That is no better. Let me shut this down and bring this back. And once again, thank you guys for your patience. Just trying to set everything up correctly.
Bro, like, leave the American attitude at home, bro, because it's not going to work, dog. It's not going to work. I knocked out a dude at the club one day, and I ended up having to pay the cops $250 to let me go. Okay, so I paid $200 to snuff a dude.
Hey, Jamie Woods, we here to travel and motive. No curry, we just trying to keep our minds in the golden state. We answer to nobody but the Lord, we control our fate. Too many things to see just to sit in a hole and bake. We growing, hey.
Let me tell you guys, let me give you a quick story that happened yesterday that what an American is, an attitude, and how Medellin is. Check this out. In the United States, you buy a concert, you go to a game, you buy fucking row 6 seat. You go to your seat. The usher takes you to your seat. Your seat's there, right? They don't do that in Medellin. In Medellin, I just went to a soccer game yesterday, right? I had section 6, row F, seat. I bought 4 seats. 1, 2, 3, 4. I get there. My seats are taken, right? But I've been to this concert venue before, and I learned before that the only thing you're guaranteed is the section, not the seat.
Wow.
It's like a first come, first serve, but they don't tell you. Because the Colombians know it, but you as an American, you don't know it. I go and I see someone's my seat, and once again, because I know, I just go to the couple seats that are open, right? Cool. Game's almost about to start. Here comes an usher with 2 Anglo-Saxons, okay? And they're like, these seats wanted. So I was in their seat, right? They're making their way down. So the usher tells me, sir, these are these people's seats. And I kindly looked at her and said, man, you're Colombian. You already know no one's in their seat. You know this. But since she's there with the 2 white people, you know what I mean? She's like, no, but they want their seat.
Okay, let me pause for a second. You say use the video co-ed and operating system. I'm lost on that one. I'm going to have to write that one down, kind of analyze that one later. Let me write that down. Codec, video codec and operating system. He said that like I knew exactly where to go. Oh, sure, I know about that. I forgot all about that part.
And we almost had a brawl for the seat. So I told the lady, if you want me to move from these seats, you're gonna have to remove the people that are in my seats. And guess what? I'm not gonna remove them because now I'm gonna have to fight 4 people, okay? So I kindly go with her, the usher, to the section where it was my seat. And one of the men said, I'm not getting up. The usher said, let me get your ticket. He said, kick rocks. I'm not getting up. I'm not giving you a ticket, and that is that. He said, you tell the boo to sit somewhere else. He looked at me, was like, fam, it has nothing to do with you. This is my seat now. So what we're gonna do. So now you tell me what happens now. What I do? Smack the shot this dude to get my seat, get kicked out. You know what happens now? Now you got these two white people complaining. So I see that they speak in English. I said, now I turned to them in English. I said, listen, guys, you're not in the United States anymore. This is Medellin. You about to get cut up in here. Just sit anywhere. Anywhere. They didn't understand it. They were making a fuss. Okay. To now, half of the section is screaming, siéntate ahí, siéntate donde sea. You feel me? Like, yo, sit wherever, bro. And then they had to get humbled and just sit wherever.
Okay, before he goes any further with that, he's absolutely correct. That's how it is here in Cali with a soccer game too, football game, in other words. We've been to a few football games and you sit where you sit. You pay for your section, not your seat. I've never seen anybody in Cali sitting where they're supposed to sit. I don't know how it's done for some of you guys. Maybe T-Mac and Will can attest to what the brother is saying about Medellin, but I can attest he's 100% correct here in Colombia. You pay for your section. If you get there early enough to get to your seat, so be it. Sometimes we had some good seats in our section. Sometimes we had some upper seats in our section. But really, it doesn't matter because the football, forgive me for freezing, guys, but the football field is so large that, and I do not know what's going on with the Wi-Fi. You know what? With my computer's Wi-Fi, but we're going to get this taken care of this week. Believe you me. We're going to get this taken care of. You say, but my man, Sadiq says, hey, that makes sense. Remember back in the day when you used to get a concert ticket, it was called general admission. My first concert ever, shout out to Detroit. The first concert I ever went to was the Fresh Fest #1, featuring Houdini, the Fat Boys, starring Run DMC, Grandmaster Flash, and Melly Mel, and the Furious Five. In the back, you had the New York City Breakers. First concert I ever went to. Got the ticket. It said you could be on the floor. And you know what it also said on that ticket? General admission. Wherever you got to, that's where you were seating or standing. And you saw thousands of teams. When they opened those doors at the Joe Louis Arena, you saw thousands of teenagers running top speed. Why? Because everybody either wanted to be on the floor or wanted to be in the seats, the best seats. It was general admission. We were basically paying for our section, but we really were just general admission. So it is when you go to a lot of Latin countries when it comes to soccer, man. You are not paying for a seat, bro. You're just paying for a section. So do remember that if you go to a soccer game in Colombia, it's not a bad thing. It is what it is. And so when you go to other countries, he's correct. You have to adapt to some of the rules. If you guys see me driving now, I'm probably the calmest dude that you'll see on the road. Every blue moon, I'll hit my horn like, But for the most part, I'm nothing like I used to be when I was driving here when I first started in Colombia. I wasn't used to motorcycles driving on both sides of me. I wasn't used to cars that's trying to make a left-hand turn, just turn it right in front of me when the light change. Light changes, you thinking that car is either going to go straight or make a right-hand turn, right? No, you could be going straight. In that car, as soon as that light changes, a whole car will turn a left, make a left in front of you. I wasn't used to that. I'm losing my mind. Everybody getting cussed out. Like the first year of me driving in Colombia, everybody getting cussed out. I'm mad. I'm jumping out the car. I'm ready to fight everything moving. And then I realized, Dre, if you are going to drive in these countries, you, Andre Spence, government name, are going to have to calm down, go with the flow. It's not like you're going to work for a 9 to 5 anyway, so you ain't going to be late for work, Andre. It ain't like you getting off work and so you rushing to get home. So why are you tripping, Mr. Spence? And so over the years, I just ride with the idea that it is what it is. When the bikes come to the front, I let the bikes go onto the front, and then I take my time. I be courteous. I've got the on our mirrors. I also put the fish-eye lenses, so I can see if a bike is literally next to us because of the small fish-eye lenses on both mirrors. So we have the regular mirrors, but then we have these little small fish-eye lenses that help me see what's literally next to me. So I can see if a bike is right next to me or a car is right next to me. I don't even trip. If a car cuts in front of me, hey, maybe he's got somewhere to go. I don't have anywhere that important to go in Colombia except for maybe meeting a medical appointment. But nothing is that serious. And I think one of the things that's caused me to have peace here is realize, Andre, these people are living everyday lives that you would be living back home in the United States. The stress of having to go to work, the stress of having to pick up their kids from school, the stress of having to go to the grocery store and then have to go home and cook for the family, the stress of getting off work, the stress of trying to make it to the gym before it gets too full, before that, all the stresses that I would have to deal if I was back home in the States. These people have to deal with those everyday stressors while they're driving, Andre. You don't. You no longer have to deal with those stressors. So Dre, do yourself a favor. Chill. So when we go to other countries and I rent a car, I have learned to chill. And so the first thing that Daniel, the brother who's speaking, Daniel on the go, shout out to that brother. Make sure you support his content, as well as the brother that's interviewing him, Jamie Wood. The first thing that they're telling is, guys, this is not only a Colombian rule, this is just a rule of South America. Get in where you fit in. Get in where you fit in. If you're not paying for box seats, here's the part, T-Mac. A lot of guys can afford to buy tickets in the areas that the average Colombian can't even afford to get a ticket in that stadium. We can get some box seats. But if you decide not to get box seats and be among the locals, you got to follow the local rules. And the local rules is you are paying for a section. You are not paying for a seat. So all you do is they be looking at your ticket like, okay, my seat is L15. If you make it to L15, cool. If you get caught and you see, this is how I used to do it. When we go to soccer games, let's say somebody is sitting in our seats on this side. We're on row 3, right? We're in row 3. In the side right next to it is completely empty. Row 3. I'm gonna just sit in the section that's right next to it. I'm still in row 3. I can still see the whole stadium, me, Andrea, and whoever else we're hanging out with. I just don't happen to be sitting half a pace away in row 3 compared to being in my actual seat, compared to just being right next to myself, not even 3 steps away in row 3. Or if I'm in the same section, my seat is row 2, but I just so happen to be in row 5. I don't think that all of a sudden my sight is going to be lost from seeing the football being or the soccer ball being kicked because I'm 2 rows back. So guys, one of the first bits of advice that I want to encourage you guys, and once again, this is an encouragement, particular live stream. All you guys that have learned this lesson already, congratulations. Remember, this live stream is to keep you guys encouraged. Once again, forgive me for the freezing part, but just to keep you guys encouraged that you're doing it right. All you guys that drive and you're calm and you just let everybody else You know, hey, maybe they got somewhere to rush to. Let them rush. You take your time with your driving. You're doing it the right way. All you guys there that are in no rush in South America, and you realize that these are these people's real lives. This is not their second or third country. This is their first and only country for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 generations. They've never been anywhere. And they're on their motorcycles. And I'm gonna tell you something. Most of the people that ride motorcycles wish they could afford a car. They wish they had them. Am I lying, guys? When I sit back and I say, you'll see people in foreign countries riding babies. They'll have the father in the front on the motorcycle. The son will be in the back of the father. He's like 8 years old. They've got a baby behind the son, and then the mom is on the back end of the bike, holding on for dear life. These people wish they had a 4-seater car to get into, so they don't have to be dealing with that heat or that rain or that cold air. But they don't. But you do have a car, whether you rented it or whether you purchased it. So I've learned, let those people go ahead and do what they need to do, Dre. It ain't that serious for you. I'm gonna say this again. I have never been to a spot other than maybe going to a doctor's appointment, a dental appointment, where I had to be there at a certain time. It feels so good not to have a life that's so regimented that I don't have to have it regimented anymore. So I can relate to what these people are trying to accomplish, because that's what many of us are trying to accomplish in the States, just having an everyday life. Just have everyday life. So I've learned not to be all mad and upset. Every blue moon when somebody do something stupid, I'll get mad. Andre gets mad more than I do now. I used to be the one that was always upset, always on the horn. Now, I don't even trip. Shout out to Will. Will says this. Let me click this for Will. Will says, Colombia is about being patient. It is. It's about being patient and realize that you do not have entitlement here. In other words, just let it go and just live. Yes, absolutely correct. Just let it go and let live. Let me hit this right here. Let's go back to the video. I just want to encourage, like I said, this is a live stream to encourage you guys. So all you guys that have conquered or mastered this part of going with the flow, congratulations. You're doing it just right in these other countries. And that doesn't just go for Colombia. That goes for any country. Black Nubian says this. He said, I like Colombia, especially Cali. He said, the pace reminds me of Jamaica. You know what? A lot of brothers that are from the islands say that about Cali. You are not the first brother of Black Nubian to say that Cali reminds them of Jamaica or the Bahamas or St. Martin, St. Kitts, the type of flow, the type of energy. Even though it's a large city, it gives off a town feel. It's the third largest city in Colombia, but it feels like the largest town in Colombia. It feels like a big town as far as the energy, the people, how down to earth everybody is. Like, I'm going to say something to you guys. A lot of the drama that you guys deal with in Medellin, Cali can't relate to it. A lot of the drama that they deal with in Cartagena, Cali really can't relate to it. Bogota, Cali can't relate to what some of the touristy type of drama. Guys will say, it's so dangerous. Cali be looking like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Now, is Cali a dangerous city overall, like in the hood? Yes, it is dangerous if you're in the wrong area. And I mean super dangerous. Far more dangerous than Medellin. So if you think Cali is not dangerous, it is far more dangerous in the wrong areas. But in the areas that most of us live in or hang out, we don't go through what you guys go through in Cartagena, Medellin, or Bogota. So a lot of it we hear, you know, secondhand, because we're like, man, Cali, like he says, a slower pace, huge city. It gives off a town type of feel more than on the go city. You know, Bogota gives off, Medellin gives off that on the go city type of, you know, got things to do. New York, Chicago type of feel, LA type of feel. That's what Medellin and Bogota gives off. Cali gives off like, hey, we'll get to it. We'll get to it when we get to it. When we get to it. He said, I'm half Jamaican. He said, no wonder I like Cali. Makes sense. Yeah, a lot of island dudes that I've met, man, say the same thing, man. A lot of dudes, man. They'll sit back and they'll say, man, this reminds me of my home, and they'll name off that island. They'll name off that island. Yeah, it does give off that feel, especially with Cali having 40 to 50% Afro-Colombians. So that also helps you kind of like see it from the Black population perspective as well. Yeah, the malls are tranquilo. Yeah, it's just kind of chill, laid back, you know, just chill. People in Cali look at you crazy if you ain't chill. If you let something get to you, people in Cali, I don't know how it is in Medellin, but I know people in Cali look at you crazy. If you let something really get you upset that it shouldn't get you upset, people in Cali look at you like, what is wrong with you, man? It's gonna be all right. Chill, tranquilo. That is true. That is true. Shout out to my man L Helm in the building. Let's go back to the video, gentlemen.
So now, do you understand the mentality here, bro? How you could be, you bought your ticket, seat 1 and 2. There's a dude there, tells you, I'm not getting up, bro. Go sit in seat 7, 8. Now, what are we doing? Why can't it just be at my seat and that's that? Oh, and then throughout the game yesterday, the people that were in front of me, I didn't even see them at halftime. They start migrating to other seats. All of a sudden, a dude, I took a little kid with me to the game. All of a sudden, a dude with dreads, mad hype and drunk, wants to stand on the seat. Oh, that's another thing. Everyone is standing on their seat. Okay, so if you're a midget, you can't even see the game. There's a dude, he stands up. Now my little homie can't see. Now I'm like, all right, man. I want to tell this dude, you know what I'm saying? My American aggressiveness wants to just grab him by his dreads and just knock him out. But I'm like, damn, I can't do nothing. So what I just did, I took little man and put him on my side, and I stood on the other side. Another thing, yesterday at the game, wait, I bought equivalent to 50-yard line seats, like a football field. Right? So I'm at the bottom, right? But bro, the flags, the umbrella, I couldn't even see the game, bro. I couldn't even see the game. And you can't even say, like we would back home, yo, bro, you bring down that flag, my boy, bro? I can't even see. I got a little man, like 8 years old. He can't even see. Couldn't do that because now it's going to come off with aggression. Now I'm going to have to fight half the stadium. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I want Americans to take heed of, bro. Like, leave the American attitude at home, bro, because it's not going to work, dog. It's not going to work. I knocked out a dude at the club one day, and I ended up having to pay the cops $250 to let me go. Okay.
Have you guys ever noticed a trend? Once again, this live stream is about encouraging you guys. But I'm gonna say something real quick. For all you guys that have not been into any violent confrontations since you've been here in Colombia, hats off. I think I'm going to read this by T-Mac. He's going to say it better than I can. Colombia is not a city to be aggressive. You may think that you get your way with somebody, but that person might be connected to the wrong people. And that's why I say that those of us there are too many of us that have never been in a situation close to having to knock somebody out. Do you notice a pattern here? Do you ever notice the pattern of women that scam men, the clubs? My man said he got into a fight, the clubs. They arrested our brother Chil Capo in the club. Dudes get robbed and get drugged by women from the clubs. Y'all don't see the pattern, right? I do. I'm gonna tell you something, and you can ask T-Mac and Will and all of them this that have ever seen me out in the club. If I cannot dance salsa, bachata, merengue, cumbia, I will never be in a club. I am not going to a club just to stand around. I go to clubs where people my age as well as younger can hang out together. If you go to a club in Colombia, I promise you this, and you mostly see people that are either younger than you or only your age, that's a questionable club. I go to clubs with people that can be older than me in their 60s and people that are 26 can come together and dance and party and have a great time. And the club is packed. Everybody's having fun. Ain't nobody getting robbed. Ain't nobody getting drugged. Ain't nobody getting scammed. Ain't nobody getting hustled because people are both stages and both ages. You will see a dude that's 70 years old killing the dance floor doing bachata with a woman that's 30 years old, and she's having just as much of a good time as he is. But when you go to a club and it's like a stand around spot, like the spots that I be seeing in Cartagena that dudes go to, and they playing all American music, and y'all just doing like y'all do in the States with y'all drink in hand and y'all just bopping, you would never see me in those spots. Not saying there's something wrong with those spots. What I'm saying is if I go out to the club scene, I did not come all the way out here. I did not get dressed, smelling good, feeling good, just to stand around with a drink. I could have did that at home. I could have put on some music at the house and stood around if I wanted to do all that. I go out to the club, bro. I be mad. I'm gonna tell you, when I go out to the club, I like to dance so much to Latin music. I will order a drink, and as soon as I get that drink, my jam come on. LeBron Brothers, some Victor Manuel, some Mark Anthony in the background. They'll be playing some Grupo Nietzsche. Soon as I get my drink, I'll be like, oh, that's my song. I'm ready to get on the dance floor, but I got this fresh drink in my hand. So do I guzzle the drink down? Yeah, I know, right? Frankie Runez, absolutely correct. As soon as your song come on, as soon as you get that drink, it's like timing. Willie Colon. Hey, shout out to Willie, R.I.P. to Willie. R.I.P. to Willie. That's how when I go out clubbing, I'm excited about the music and the atmosphere and the people and the beautiful ladies and the whole thing. I'm not just excited about the ladies. And don't think I'm saying that because I'm married. I'm saying that because even before, when I was living in Medellin, I was the same way. If I could not dance, I really didn't want to go to that spot. I'm not that dude. I'm far from, I told you I'm not a noun. I'm a verb, man. I do my thing in action. So all that being, yeah, look, we in Medellin now, baby. That is not Andre. That is far from Andre. I'm from Detroit. I'm used to jitting. I'm used to hand dance. I'm used to Chicago stepping. I'm used to house music. You see what I'm saying? I'm used to music where you listen to the house music, you get on the dance floor. I'm used to Chicago stepping. I'm like, I'm used to going to dance halls, bruh. I've been going to dance halls, Jamaican dance halls. Man, woo, I started going 19 when I was 19. So I've always been used to really nice, really fun, really enjoyable atmospheres. So I really can't relate to going to a club and getting into a fight with a dude. What type of club am I going to? And I dang straight go get in a fight with a local. I like going to the clubs where they bringing instruments into the clubs. You see what I'm saying, T-Mac? Where you bringing instruments in the clubs. You go in the clubs, you be like, what? They got instruments in the club? You know, you go to the club, they got the cowbell just a popping. I ain't never been to no club in the States where they with just regular people bringing instruments into the club. That's what I like to do. I got shoot. And then the funny part, they'll hand you the cowbell. Come on now, they'll hand you the cowbell, and now you got the cowbell. You just having a good time. You just having a good time. Listen to Grand Combo. That's how I love Colombia, man. I'm right, T-Mac, right. So y'all, I'm being honest. This is a live stream I want to give a shout out to all you guys that can relate to everything that I just said. You are doing Colombia correctly. And I want to just shed a light on all you guys that are doing it correctly, because nobody gives us the flowers that we deserve. We ain't never been in no fights. We ain't never been in no arguments. We ain't never got drugged. We ain't never got scammed. We ain't never got robbed. We ain't never got hustled. All of us have given some female a few dollars. Here you go. Here's a few dollars, baby. What you say you got? You got 3 babies? We all done been there. When you first get to Colombia, everybody gave somebody some extra dollars. So that's no big deal. But to sit back and say we ain't never got drugged, we ain't never got hustled, it can happen to y'all too. It could happen. But our likelihood, because of how we move, it won't happen. It's less, let's put it like this, it's less likely that it will happen. And you guys don't get the flowers that you deserve. So I want to give kudos to all you dudes, all you men and women that travel to Colombia and you have a great time and time again in Mexico. Time and time. You don't have all them crazy stories that some dudes got in Thailand. Like some white brothers. White brothers went to Thailand with $85,000 in his bank account. Came back home with $85. How you do that, white boy? How you go to Thailand with $85,000? You bust your butt in France to make that money. 85,000 pounds. I mean, my bad, euros in your bank account. You've been to Thailand a month and a half. You leave Thailand with 85 euros. How the hell you pull that off, white boy? White boy, come on, talk to us. Tell us how you blow up because this is so common. I don't care if it's a Russian dude. I don't care if it's an Armenian dude. I don't care if it's an Arab dude. Y'all will go to Thailand and somehow, some way, Arab dudes blow through oil money in Thailand. You go back to Kuwait broke. How you going back to Kuwait broke? Qatar broke. We don't hang out with y'all dudes. Y'all can't relate to us. We can't relate to you. I ain't even put that out there. So I'm here to encourage to all you dudes that go to Thailand, have been going there for years, going to the Philippines for years, Vietnam, Cambodia. Man, all you guys that have gone to Africa, the continent of Africa, and had a great time, and you cannot relate to some of the stupidity that you've heard that some of the passport sisters have gone through, or some of those passport bro brothers that do it the wrong way, man, shout out to all you men and women that are doing it the right way. And that's what this episode is all about. My brother Jamie says this. Shout out to Jamie in the building with the $5 love. He said, what's up, Dre? What's up, Jay? He said, shout out to you. He said, thanks for reacting to my video. Yes, sir. Hey, Jay, great work. Hey, I think we got to get an interview, bro. We got it. Hey, Jay, do me a favor. Do me a favor. I was just thinking about it. I've been watching your work, man. I appreciate all the interviews that you do. You got me back on interview mode. Shoot me an email, Jay. I want to do an interview with you, man. You have some excellent content. Excellent content. I kid you not. Glad to see you here, man. And brother, keep doing what you're doing because you're doing it right. Keep doing what you're doing because you're doing it right. Make sure you guys subscribe to all of his channels. Jay, I'm going to drop the link to all of your channels that you have because I know you got two. I know 2 of them that you have. And so I'm going to be dropping the links tonight for your channels. Continue to do what you do, brother. Shout out to you. Let's get back to the video. Like I said, for all you dudes, this is not a episode to say what somebody is doing wrong. This is an episode to let you guys know, like my brother Daniel on the go is saying, hey, tranquilo, you just, in some areas of Colombia, you just got to go with the flow. And I've learned he's 100% correct. The same rules apply in Medellin are the same rules apply that here in Cali for the exact same thing. Let's continue on with the video, guys. Forgive me if it starts freezing or skipping a little bit. And forgive me if I start freezing. Let me see. Am I freezing? Give me a second. Make sure that I'm not freezing. Oh, my Wi-Fi keeps acting up. Just gotta love it. Give me a second. Just trying to get everything on point before I start the video back up. Is it me freezing? Okay, I know where we are. I'm going to leave the studio. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to give it a second to catch up. I don't know why it's like when I come up on the screen. Let me restart this. Okay. And hopefully you guys can see this as I bring the video back up. Okay, we were about.
Leave the American attitude at home, bro, because it's not my side and I stood on the other side. Another thing, yesterday, the game. Wait, I bought equivalent to 50-yard line seats, like a football field, right? So I'm at the bottom, right? But bro, the flags, the umbrella, see the game, bro. I couldn't even see the game. And you can't even say, like we would back home, yo, bro, you think you could bring down that flag, my boy, bro? I can't even see. I got little mans with me. He's like 8 years old. He can't even see. Couldn't do that because it's going to come off with aggression. Now I'm going to have to fight half the stadium. You feel what I'm saying? That's one thing I want Americans to take heed of, bro. Like, leave the American attitude at home, bro, because it's not going to work, dog. It's not going to work. I knocked out a dude at the club one day, and I ended up having to pay the cops $250 to let me go. Okay, so I paid $250 to snuff a dude. All right, so that's the last day I wanted to get into an altercation. I told myself, yo, you got to grow up. You got to grow up. You can't be smacking people. You can't be doing that shit here. I had to give up the money. I was like, bro, if not, just don't live here anymore. You feel me? I was like, just don't live here anymore because it's not going to work if you're not going to be humble and patient about it. You feel me? So that's one thing I want to pause this for a second, man.
So I can make sure I get everything on screen. Okay, cool. All right. Let me go back. And he's absolutely correct. There is a time in a season. Like, see, I just told you my story of growing up when it comes to driving here in Colombia. I had to mature. I couldn't use Andre used to, my first year here in Colombia, if not 2 years, of not being in Colombia, because I was in Medellin before, but being in Cali. The number one motto that me or statement that my wife used to say to me was, "But you are not in America." I used to always say, "But in America." Well, baby, you ain't in America. "But in America." You are not in America, Andre. "But baby, in America." So Andrea always had to correct me on, "Andre, you are not in America anymore. So you're gonna have to let that go." I think all of us go through a learning curve. My brother said, "I'm not about to be sitting up here paying people every time I knock somebody out or get into a fight." He went through his learning curve. I wasn't going to be arguing with people every time I got on the road driving. I went through my learning curve. What somebody else's learning curve, what your learning curve might be something different when it comes to the ladies, or when it comes to the airport lines in Cartagena. You know, you realize I'm gonna have to either get there earlier or go on a different day, fly in maybe on a Monday or a Tuesday. Why? It's the learning curve. You start to realize, okay, maybe flying into Cartagena on a Saturday is not a good idea. These are all learning curves. This is the other area of congratulations or encouragement I want to give all you guys that are here, that, hey, you're on the right path. We all go through a learning curve. Every one of us. I don't care if you're going to Brazil. There's still a learning curve when it comes to Brazil. I don't care if you're in Thailand or even the niceness of Philippines. There's still a learning curve in most of these countries that we go to. One of the number one learning curves is everything that we learn in America does not translate to other countries. My learning curve was that, and I bet you most of you guys, you had a learning curve, that most of what you learned in the United States about anything doesn't necessarily translate to other countries, whether it be racism, whether it be the cost of living or grocery costs, whether it be how to party or how late to party, how to drive, how to deal with sports. We all have them. So all you guys that are coming to Colombia, do realize, or you coming to another country, do realize a part of it, you're going to make a lot of mistakes, because you're going to compare it to your home country of Canada, your home country of UK, but don't be frustrated. We all went through the learning curve and we came out the other side good. This brother, shout out to my man Daniel on the go. He went through his learning curve. He's come out on the other side of it, and we realize it. I think for me, it was a lot easier because I had went to Colombian soccer games when I was in Tampa. The Colombian team would come to the United States and play against other teams here in the United States all the time. So I was already, because I had Colombian friends in Tampa, because Tampa has a huge Colombian population. And so I was already used to being around how Colombians are at soccer games, and with the big flags and everything, and then the loud drums. And you think soccer, you think football, college football is loud. Woo, a soccer game is loud. And so I think that part was an easier transition for me. But when it came to traffic, my learning curve was the traffic that I was driving in. Crazy. My man Andrew says this. He said, the only thing that is translated from the States to Colombia for me is having Southern hospitality. Carried me while I was in Colombia, especially in Cali. I can say that too. Being respectful to older people, being respectful to younger people, opening up doors for women, being cordial to local men who are being cordial to you. Yeah, Cali does have a Southern hospitality type of feel to it when you're here. When you're here, it has a very, very Southern hospitality type of feel. Everybody's cordial. I won't say everybody. Most people are cordial because, you always have, no matter what city you go in the world, you're going to have that underground elements. But for the most part, yeah, Cali does give off that Southern hospitality. And maybe because Cali is in Southern Colombia, we're closer to the South than all the other major cities. We're closer to the Pacific Ocean, but we're also kind of like a little further down in the country of Colombia. But let's go back to the video. Shout out to Zeta being in the building too.
Leave that attitude at home or don't come here at all. Straight.
Yo, you're on point with that, man, because experience, there were several things in Colombia that was bothering me. I had to understand after a while that, listen, this isn't my country. They got their own rules, and some rules are unspoken rules. These aren't things that are, widely spread. That's why I'm glad you said that, because people need to know about that, man, because it could save them.
A lot of stuff like that out here, man. Stuff that you just don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know, man. It's just, and you got to be here to experience it, man. I mean, that's why guys out here, we call them weekend warriors, that they come out here real quick and they think they know about Medellin. They go back home. They don't know ish about Medellin, bro. They don't know anything here. You know what I mean? If you came here for a week and you walked around Poblado, Parquellera, bro, you don't know anything, bro. You don't know anything. You got to be here, live here, experience just stuff that I'm talking about. Like I did a video about how I didn't know how to take a shower when I first got here. You know what I mean? Because the water, if you turn it on, it's just mad cold. You know what I mean? But you got to know a certain section to put it on so it can get hot. I'm just taking cold showers at first. And I went to my man's Airbnb to go help out a tenant. Because he was like, yo, you ain't got no hot water. And the hot water heater was pumping. I'm like, bro, it is. You went over there to help him. Like little things like that. If you don't really live here, no, that's how you know I live here. You know what I'm saying? Because
Okay, guys, that was my fault. That was my fault. I will take the blame for that. I will take the blame for that. Also, guys, while we're here, make sure that we subscribe to our brother's channel. Shout out to Jamie once again being in the building. Make sure you guys subscribe to his first channel. I'm going to drop the link to his second channel. Make sure. Y'all know about those cold showers. Tonight, guys, we got 53 in the building. Make sure all 53 of us subscribe, at least 52, well, actually 50 of us, because I've already subscribed to his channels. Subscribe to this channel here. Make sure you subscribe to Jamie's channel. This is the initial channel that we're watching from. I'm gonna drop the link to his other channel as well. So make sure that you guys do that for us tonight. Appreciate that. Let's get back to the video. Let me scroll here and bring the video back up.
Yo, bro, like, leave the American. I live here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the little things. It's the little small things that is gonna get you. It's they don't have dryers in none of the apartments have a dryer. So if you want a dryer, you got to buy that dryer.
Yeah.
I don't like hang drying my stuff like I'm living in some, you know what I mean, the third world backyard. You know what I mean? I want a dryer.
Back in the DR, man.
Yeah, like I want AC. You feel me? Like, is it that hard to have AC? People over here don't want AC. You know what I'm saying? It's like they want a little fan. Like I can't live like that, bro. I can't live primitive like that, my boy. I gotta have my the stuff that I like here. You know, my luxuries, I gotta have them, bro. You know what I mean? And they're small, subtle things, but yeah, man, it's not easy to live here. I'm gonna just tell you guys that right now. If you think that you're coming here for a week and you had the time of the life, yes, you had the time of your life. But now when you're here now on a regular Monday and you have nothing to do, guess what? Well, what are you gonna do? Okay, what are you gonna do? I always tell people that want to live here. I got a lot of people in the DM saying, yo, I'm trying to move there. And I'm like, bro, To do what? Are you even comfortable in your own skin?
If you guys are in Cali, this brother is 100% correct. Shout out to my man Buck being in the building. Buck, check this out. And this goes for any of you guys. Any of you guys ever see me and Andrea in the mall, downtown? Hit us up. I've had people from every walks of life, older men, older Colombian men that watch our channel, younger people that watch our channel, hit us up. So I remember one time we were out to dinner and this older gentleman, Colombian guy, walked over to me and was like, "Hey, bruh, I am a really a fan of your content. Thank you for showcasing our city," so forth and so forth. Or Andrea be in the grocery store and she always run across you guys. And so if you see us, man, speak up, man. We love meeting new people. We really love it. And the same Dre that y'all see on camera is the same Dre that you guys gonna meet off camera. I am just as animated. I am. and just as much fun off camera. So I'm not one of those dudes like on camera and then off camera they like real quiet, because that's how Ace Live is. In real life, Ace is kind of like, he's not aloof, but he's kind of like a quiet personality. And I know a lot of guys that are on camera, they are animated, but in real life, they're kind of like laid back, chill type of guys. Not me. What you see on camera is what you go get in real life. And so if you guys see me, go ahead and speak up, man, because I love meeting new dudes, man. I kid you not. Shout out to you once again, Buck. Okay, let's go back to the video. That's enough for Andre talking. And do not forget to subscribe to our brother's channel. Make sure you subscribe, because that's what we're here for. Black Male Media.
Can you be by yourself? Yo, I spent a year here by myself because I didn't trust nobody. And I knew people, but I didn't know them. Bro, I was here like by myself, bro, but I know how to be by myself. You feel me? But yo, you're not going to get a friend out here right away. You're not going to get a girlfriend here right away. A lot of guys hit me on the DM, say, yo, can I find love there? I'm like, bro, you can find love anywhere in the world. But if you come here, you're going to have to put in time if you want to find a girl. It's just straight up. If you're not coming here frequently, you're not going to find a girl. And if you think you're coming here every 1 or 2 months with that girl, she probably got another man. It's straight up like that. Like, she probably got 3 other American dudes sending her bread. You feel me? Like, so if you're not here on a 100% basis, just don't take these women serious. Stop being a Western Union papi. Because, bro, we laugh at y'all. Like, bro, they be laughing at y'all. You're real. It's just like, yo, you'll have a girl laugh like, "Te gringo me mandó 100."
Fact.
You know what I mean? This dude sent me $100. She's going to spend that shit with her man. The game. You feel what I'm saying? I always tell guys here, never let a girl here know that she looks, all right, she's good. She look good. Who cares? All right? I ain't to you anyway. Just, bro, don't get impressed. And always act like you've been here before. Never when it's your first time here. Just shut up. You know what I mean? They don't need to know that. You know what I'm saying? Never tell a woman it's your first time here. Let me give you a good tip, bro, that I want to tell guys that you come here.
Okay, thank you for you guys. Thank you guys for your patience. Yeah, I had to reboot the computer. Appreciate you guys. Now let's see if this helps. Like I said, this week I got some things I'm gonna be doing to alleviate this Wi-Fi issue. Like normally I have no issues with Wi-Fi. Over the last couple of weeks, it has been horrific, and I do not know why. But thank you guys for your patience.
Leave the American attitude out. Frequently, you're not going to find a girl. And if you think you're coming here every 1 or 2 months with that girl, she probably got another man. It's straight up like that. Like, she probably got 3 other American dudes sending her bread. You feel me? Like, so if you're not serious, stop being a Western Union poppy. Because, bro, we laugh at y'all. I sit there with locals and they just laughing at y'all, yo, like, bro, they be, yo, for real. It's just like, yo, you'll have a girl laugh like, oh, este gringo me mandó $100. You know what I mean? This dude sent me $100. I don't spend that shit with her man.
That's 100% correct. I wish it wasn't so true, but yet it's true. They do laugh at us. They do take our money. They don't. Foreign women will never treat your money any more serious than you do. I'm going to say that again. Don't let that go over your head. Women in other countries will never treat your finances any more serious than you do. If you do not treat the hard-earned money or the hard invested money in which you've acquired seriously, it is not their job to take your money seriously. If you don't treat your money with respect, why do we expect women in other countries to respect our 401ks, our Roth IRAs, our investments, our cryptos, just the money in our wallet or our credit card? Why do we expect that? Always expect a woman to respect your economics on the exact same level that you respect your economics. If you respect your economics on this level, then they will. But if you respect your own money, your own hard-earned money on this level, they'll respect it on this level too. Stop expecting them to respect it up here. They will never. Many of us have learned, and I say us, have had to learn that lesson, that curve. Because Americans, statistically, just being an American, we are the most generous country in the world. When it comes to donating to the hungry, the poor, the needy around the world, when they've done the global statistics, America always turns out as number one when it comes to feed the children over here, or the UNICEF over there, or whether it becomes to volunteering our time with Peace Corps. Americans, we are a very giving people when it comes to our economics, because we know what it's like to have and we know what it's like not to have. A lot of women in a lot of countries play on that about us. I want to say that again. That's an American trait, North American trait that we have, which is a good trait. The sad part is a lot of women, and sometimes even men, will try to get over on the fact that we as Americans are good-hearted with our money. And especially if we have a rate of exchange that really ain't hurting us. So we thinking that we're giving her, these 20,000 pesos or 100,000 pesos, like that's only $25. Come on, Dre, that ain't hurting you. So we thinking of it as it's just $25. They thinking like, if I can get $25 out of him, then I can get $250 out of him next time. I can get 2 iPhones out of him if he's gonna buy me one. So a lot of times, let me not ramble. Just realize, gentlemen, we have to respect our monies, because the women will not respect it any higher than we do, ever. I don't care what country you go to. You cannot go to the Philippines and tell me that the Filipino women respect your money. I'm talking about the ones that are in the streets, the party girls. that the party girls in the Philippines respect your money higher than you do. No, they don't. They only respect it up. So if you're in the Philippines and you respect your money right here, they'll only respect your money right there. That's it. It'll never go any higher. Never go any higher. Same thing in Thailand, same thing in parts of Russia. Doesn't matter. If you don't respect your hard-earned money, time, energy, and attention, every woman in every country, and I'll say this, not even most women in most countries should be able to easily get your attention. Most women in most countries should not be able to easily get your energy. Most women in most countries should not have easy access to your assets. And most women in most countries should never have easy access to your time. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams for that. Your meat should not have access to your meat. In other words, MEAT. Money, time, attention. Money, energy, attention, time. You should not be easy prey. Those are 4 areas that every woman, and good women and bad women in every country, want those 4 things from you. I want to say this again. The trashy women want the exact same thing that the good girls want. Don't you ever think that the good women in any country want anything different than the trashy women want. Good women, they still want some money, proceeds, provision. We all pay in one way or another, even us married dudes. Your energy, what you put your energy into, what you put your mind into, what you put your focus into. Good women want your energy, and trashy chicks want your energy. Your attention. Good women want your attention. So do them bottom feeders. The most beautiful bottom feeders want your attention too. She can't scam you. She can't scope you if she can't get your attention, right? She can't drug you if she can't get your attention. She can't hustle you if she can't get your attention. So even the good ones and even the trashy ones want your attention. And last of all, good women want your time. So do trashy chicks. Don't you ever think that good women and bad women want something opposite. How they treat it, how they treat your money, your time, your money, your energy, your attention, your time is different. Now, how a trashy chick will treat your in other words, your meat, in other words, how a trashy chick will treat your meat, your money, your energy, your attention, and your time, and how a good woman will treat your meat, how they treat it and appreciate it and respect it or disrespect it is different. But they both expect the same thing. Don't think you come to Colombia and I got me a good girl. Okay, cool. You do realize she wants the same thing that this trashy chick want. It's just a good woman know how to respect it and appreciate it, and the trashy chick is gonna use you for how much she can get out you. That's the only difference. So if you don't respect your money or your meat, in other words, your energy, who you give your attention to, if you don't respect your time, stop expecting the women and the scammers to respect your time, to respect your money, to respect your energy, to respect your attention. It's not going to happen. Ever, ever, ever. Chill Will says this. Shout out to Will in Medellin. He said the problem with most people do not treat their own money with RESPECT. This is true. This is true. You have to have financial standards. And that's the key to it all. Standards. Limitations. A wall, if you will. that if that female hit that wall or cross over those barriers of limitations, she don't get a second wall. You aren't going to move the goalpost for that chick. I don't care how hot or how fine she is. You have decided that, you know what? This Colombia, I can find a fine chick everywhere. This Brazil, if I let you go, it's 50 other fine chicks that I can get. Hey, this Thailand, if I ain't with you, I could be with her. We got to get past the scarcity mindset of like, as if I'm only going to be in Colombia 5 days. So I got to make some stupid moves. No, you could be in Colombia for 5 days and make some very wise moves also. And so once again, this is a video to encourage and say hats off to all the guys that have come to Colombia for 5 days and 7 days. And you have moved wisely over and over again. This is to encourage you guys. You are doing it the right way. Yep. You say Dre is absolutely right. But so many American males are simps. This is the era of the simp. Or fools and think money is everything. We do. Because women have programmed us to think like that. Women in our country are so money hungry. And they're telling us that, remember the time when we used to have the court for the box? We used to have flowers, cards, and candy. We'd have to be cordial to her parents. We'd have to sit on the front porch and respect her mom. I remember in my day, wasn't no going in the house, going in the basement with that girl when you first meet her. You gonna sit on that front porch where her and her grandmama, can watch you and hear what y'all talking about. You had to court a female. Now, all you gotta do is reach your wallet, girl. What you need? What's your Cash App? What's your Venmo? So now this is the era of attention and money. Attention in the United States, it's not about who's giving the energy to. It's not about, is he gonna give me all his time and we be together and build something? In the United States, it's about two things. I want his attention so I can get his in. I'm gonna give him attention because he wants this coochie. And that's it. That's literally it. We're gonna give each other some attention. I'm gonna give you some money. And because of that, you're gonna give me some coochie. Even if I'm marrying you. Even if I'm marrying you. I just watched a story the other day, dude in San Francisco, female, there was a magazine out in the day before there was anything such thing as MySpace, before there was any such thing as, and some of you guys in California might remember this, before there was such thing as MySpace, before there was such thing as a Tinder, Plenty of Fish, all these dating apps, there was a magazine called Connection. Some of you older guys might remember it. And it was a literal magazine, and it was nothing but people looking to meet people. And it was called Connection. Well, one woman put in there, I'm attractive, I'm beautiful, look at my photo. I only want to be with a rich man that's going to take care of me and my 2 sons. And she waited. And a very rich inventor hit her up. She gave him the coochie. He came out the money. He was giving her $10,000, this back in the 80s, $10,000 a week allowance. House on the beach in California. Her sons in the best of the best schools. Took a $1 million insurance policy after he married her. Yeah, he married the skank. After he led with his money, this is what my point is. Just like dudes do when they come to Colombia. After he led with his money, we're going to get back to the video in a second. She started cheating. So he wasn't even enough. Rich, successful, faithful dude, good dude. She started cheating with some broke bouncer that she met at a club one day. The bouncer didn't even know she was married. She's selling it to the bouncer that this dude is a business partner. Bouncer don't care because he picking her up in the best of the best cars. So he ain't tripping. She not only started cheating on the rich inventor, she started slowly writing checks from his bank account and put them into her bank account. Over $500,000 over time she had stolen from the rich guy's bank account. So she's getting an allowance for $10,000. The rich dude married her, taking care of her 2 kids, right? Got her living in a mansion off the coast in California. But this female is cheating with a bouncer. The dude's got $1 million insurance policy, so she'll never be broke. Getting $10,000 a month allowance, and she still was stealing over $500,000. That leading with money. She tells the bouncer, because the bouncer doesn't know that she's married. She tells the bouncer her business partner has been sexually attacking her. Well, the bouncer, as a boyfriend who doesn't know, what do I need to do? I'm going to kill him. Bouncer true story. She gives the bouncer a key to the gated community, a key to their home. Bouncer deletes the dude, goes back to work. Everybody sees the bouncer at work. He didn't do it. Well, let's check the girlfriend or the wife. Well, the wife was at the baseball game with her ex-husband. The bouncer was at the baseball game for a split second, but he left because he went to go take care of deleting my man and went to work. Since they couldn't prove that the bouncer was involved in it, they couldn't prove, because nobody knew that he was involved with her, and they couldn't prove that the wife did it. She got the $1 million insurance. She got the big house. She got all the money, everything. 15 years go by. She's living the best life from leading with your money. 15 years. Police officers ain't got nothing to do that day. It's a slow day. So some of the detectives pulled out some old files of some cold cases. Says, you know what? Let me pull these files out. Let me see what we got in here. So they're going through some old cases. They come across this case. So they reach back out to the ex-boyfriend, the ex-husband. Because remember, she had 2 sons, meaning that she was married before she met the rich dude. Well, that ex-husband was at the baseball game to give her validation, because he's at the baseball game watching his 2 sons, right? So they interview during the interview of the ex-husband who was at the baseball game. He said, yeah, and it was this bouncer friend that she had that was there too. His name was so-and-so. I know she was saying that his name was so-and-so and so-and-so. She introduced me to him. During the initial case, all that goes everybody over all the police officers' heads. They don't even take the time out to think about what this man just said. That this bouncer dude was there at the baseball game. Till 15 years later, while somebody's reading the file, say, wait a minute, who's this bouncer dude? He said his name was so-and-so and so. They look up the whole thing. The police start backtracking and find out that she was sneaking. Bouncer dude in 15 years, he's moved on because she's given him some money. He has a family and a wife because they broke up. So now he's living his life. She's remarried to a whole new rich dude. Her 2 boys are grown adults now. It's been 15 years. How come the police kicked in their door? Bouncer dude gets arrested, get convicted. He gets a life sentence. The chick who thought she got away with it and married a new rich man, locked her up. She got life. Doesn't matter. The original rich dude who led with his money and thought his money could buy a woman, just like a lot of us do in Medellin, in Brazil, in the Philippines, in Kenya, in Mexico, in Panama, and in parts of Europe. We think our money could give us the woman of our dreams. And a lot of times when you lead with money, all it's going to do is give you the woman of your nightmares. So when this brother says, when he makes the statement, if you're only here for off and on every few weeks, every few months, he's right. You got to be patient. You might not be able to say, I got me a full-fledged woman yet. You might not be able to say that yet until you officially get into a country that you can be there on a regular basis. I'm serious. This brother is 100%. Shout out to him. He's 100% correct. Because the locals do laugh at you. Because when you do the Western Union poppy thing, you think you're keeping her on lock. I'm telling you, it is at least, I know women down here, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I know women down here that have 10 men that are sending them money from the States right now. Could you imagine 10 men, just let's say $500 a month? 10 men sending $500 a month. That's not even the money that she's making in the streets still selling her coochie. And these females be breaking bread with the community. She buying the bar tonight. Yep. So when the brother says, hey, take your time, and I think a lot of brothers, before we go back to the video, yeah, I don't feel sorry for themselves either. Your time is going to come, bruh. And I'm proud of all the dudes that knows how to take their time and realize, hey, be happy for the next man that's getting it right. Be happy for the dude that's already made it to the fit. My cousin Michael is looking to retire in the Philippines. He's been at Chrysler for like 30 years, 35 years in Detroit. He's really serious. He's studying the language and everything, right? He's the type of brother that knows how to be happy for the Ronin travelers that are already there. He knows how to be happy for the YouTuber More to Life. Shout out to my brother More to Life out there in the Philippines. Sometimes it ain't your time yet, bruh. Sometimes you got to be happy for the love crossing borders that's in Cali. It ain't your time yet. Don't rush it. Your time gonna come. My time came. Ace Live's time came. The brothers that are speaking right now, their time, it came. They took their time. Jamie, who's doing the interview, his time. Guys, take your time. Taylor Made Dreams took his time. My brother, Mr. Pro For You, with the YouTube channel Love, Purpose, and Passports, took his time. Sometimes you got to spend your time being happy for the other brother that's already successfully doing it until your turn comes. I remember I was just watching Allen Iverson talk about Jordan. He said, when I first saw Michael Jordan, he said, man, I couldn't believe it, because this is the reason why I'm on the basketball court, and I'm actually on the basketball court with Jordan. He said it's like he had an aura around him. In other words, Allen Iverson was saying, when I was a kid, I spent so much time being happy for the next man that was motivating for me. And all of a sudden, one day, I'm on the same court with Jordan. I'm the next man now that some young dude gonna look at. Sometimes you just gotta spend your time right now stacking your money and being happy for the next man who's already out here doing it in Medellin, who's already out there doing it in Cali. Sometimes you just gotta be happy for the next man. You want to make it to Kenya? You want to make it to South Africa? You want to make it to Ethiopia? Watch some of those Ethiopian YouTubers, man, and be happy for some of the brothers that's made it out there to Ethiopia. Be happy for the Austin Hollemans that are in good relationships in other parts of Africa. You got to be happy for some dudes that's doing it the right way. If I was back in the States, I would be happy for the Will. I would chill with Will in Medellin, the T-Max in Medellin. If I'm in the States, I'm gonna spend my time stacking my money, ain't worried about what them stateside chicks talking about, and being happy for the next man, because I know my time is coming. I'm next in line for like the old song used to say, I'm next in line for a blessing. I'm telling you, man. But some of us rush too much. I got money in my bank account. I got 300,000 sitting there, so I can go ahead and afford to pay some chick in Colombia off every month and tear off about a good 1,000 every month. But don't realize it's 10 of y'all tearing off 1,000. That's the kicker. It's 10 of you dudes tearing this one chick off a $1,000 every month. Every month you giving this chick a $1,000? A $1,000 wowie? Instead of just being patient and being happy for the next man that's already doing what you want to do. I'm telling y'all, man, that's how I did it. I spent my time being happy for Taylor Bay Dreams. I spent my time being happy for Ace Live. I was being happy for dudes that I am Marwa. I was being happy for Jabril Passport Heavy. Every time I saw a brother that was in the Philippines or Thailand and I wanted to go and visit these areas, I was being happy for every black YouTuber that I saw. I was no hater. I was not like, I got to get to it tomorrow. Nope. It took me 5 years. That's the part that probably disappoints us a lot, that a lot of you guys think that we like, I'm leaving my job tomorrow and moving to Colombia. It was not like that for most of us. I'm gonna meet a good woman in Brazil tomorrow. It was not like that for Charles Tyler. It was not like that for Taylor Made Dreams. It was not like that for Al Greaves, who made the Frustrated movies. So if you think that what your imagination is telling you that you can do it in less than 1 year, I'm out of here, I'm getting out of America, I'm gonna tell you, bruh, you're gonna end up back in America heartbroken. And probably broke. 5 years from the time I said, I don't know what country I'm living in, but I know I'm getting out of this one. Taylor Made Dreams, from the time he went to DR and bought he already put the money down on the property on his first trip. And it still took Russ 5 years to officially move to DR. Ace Live, from the time that he came to Colombia and started doing videos, going back and forth to the States, it took him 3 years to live and do his channel in Medellin, Colombia, full time. My man, like I said, Mr. Pro For You on the YouTube channel, him and his wife in DR, Love, Purpose, and Passports. Took them 7 years. Some of you dudes ain't gonna put no 7 years in taking your time. 7 years after he met his girl. In the middle of that 7 years, they had gotten married and still had years to go before he lived full time in DR. Stop looking at us, dog, like we just did it overnight. I don't like that. I don't like that, man. Don't be looking at us like, oh man, y'all living a life. This live stream is to encourage you guys that you are doing it the right way. Some of you dudes still got your son and your daughter to raise or your mama to take care of. Go on, take your time, brother. That's what we did. My uncle Ghostface Jeffrey always down here, but y'all don't know that he waited until my grandmother passed on to even move to Florida, where he and I were. He took care of my grandmother all the way into the moment that she passed on. Ghostface. He was the one that found my grandmother, his mother, because you know Jeffrey's my younger uncle. He's younger than I am. He was the one that found his mom deceased and made sure everything was well taken care of. He did it. Then he came down. I say, Jay, why don't you come down to Florida with me, man? Start a new life. And he came down to Florida. And now he's moving to Colombia. And he's been on that journey for 3-4 years. Dude, take your time. All you do that are taking your time, you are doing it the right way. I know when you see these YouTubers and see all these brothers out here traveling every weekend and having fun, you thinking that you behind the 8 ball. No, brother, you are right on cue. You are right on cue. Some of you dudes are in school finishing off Theo's classes, or you're in school finishing something else so you can work online. You are right on time. Do not be looking at us like we did it overnight. No, bruh. Take your time. Some of you dudes are still in the military. You're like, when I get out the military, I'm gonna move it. Perfect. Take your time finishing off your military and get your 100. Some of you guys are 70 ex-military. You got 70% disability, but you're trying to wait till you get your 100% disability. You are doing it right on time. While you're working to get your 100% disability, find out which country you want to move to and all that stuff. So once you get your 100%, then you go ahead and move to whatever country you want to. All you guys that got stuff to do right now, you are right on time. You are right on time. You are not off course. You did not make a mistake. You are not behind the 8 ball. You're not moving too slow. You're not doing something wrong because you wanted to do it in 2 years, but now it's year 6. I'm telling you now, you are on time. You're right on time. Some of you dudes been telling yourself, I'm gonna move to DR in 3 years, but it's gonna take you 7 years to do it. You are still on time. You're right on cue. Don't be frustrated. Don't feel like that's why I always tell you guys our stories of time, because we didn't do it overnight. And these content creators sometimes make it seem like we all did it overnight. And we didn't. We didn't. Literally. I had my apartment here in Colombia for 2 years before I moved here full time. Fully, all furnished, brand, buying the furniture and everything. And I'm telling y'all, bruh, I'm still in the States working in my cubicle like you dudes. I got me a whole home in Colombia. 70% of my clothes were in Colombia, other than work clothes and going to the gym clothes. And I still had 2 more years to go. So when I tell you guys, man, do not be disappointed. You are right on cue. You doing everything exactly textbook right. The brother Daniel on the go was absolutely correct. Take your time with the women, bruh. Take your time with the women. Yeah, me and Jeffrey more like brothers than uncle and nephew. Yeah, Jeffrey like 4 or 5 years younger, almost. Yeah, about 4 or 5 years younger than I am. Yeah. Let me get to shout out. First of all, let me get a cash out shout out to my brother. I should have gave it to you earlier, brother. Shout out to my man James in the building. James says this with a $10 love. Appreciate you, brother. Showing a $10 love on the Cash App. Let me scroll down to you, gentlemen. Will says this. Mr. Medellin, one of men in Medellin. He said the sad part is most of the pay-for-play chicks don't even have a high school education. This is true. And some haven't even finished primary school. Vet. Ask the right questions. That's one of the ways that allows you to take your time when you are asking the correct questions. Absolutely correct. And Will also says this with the 20,000 Colombian pesos. He said, it took me from 2021 to 2024 to live here, to live right in Colombia, or to live right here in Colombia, or here right in Colombia. 3 years, 3 años. Well worth it. He has stacked the whole time. Learn to say no to a lot of things. Some of y'all act like y'all can't get another fine chick. And that's what one of the problems is. I know that some of these Colombian women, their beauty is just, or Brazilian women or Dominican women, their beauty is flawless. But she ain't the only one. She is not the only one in DR that's that fine. I'm telling you. She is not the only one in Brazil that's just that fine. Not the only fine Mexican chick. I'm sorry. She is not the only fine one. And it is not just one fine chick in Panama or Peru. So we got to stop it with the scarcity mindset. You are 1,000% correct, brother. 1,000% correct. Let's go back to the video. Let me shut up for a while. But I just want to let you guys know, whoever you are, that if you're wondering if you are moving too slow, you're not. You're doing it all just right, brother. You're doing it all just right.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of dudes that come here and mess up the game. You feel what I'm saying? I always tell guys here, never let a girl know that she looks good. Who cares? All right, good. She look good. Who cares? All right. She's lying to you anyway. Stop it. Just, bro, don't get impressed by her looks and always act like you've been here before. Never tell these women just straight up. You know what I mean? They don't need to. You know what I'm saying? Never tell a woman it's your first time here. Let me give you a tip, bro, that I want to tell guys that you come here to Medellin, give you a tip, and nobody tells you this one. Let me give you a tip that could help you avoid being here. Never tell them that it's your first time because they take advantage of that. All right. If you don't know Spanish, they're going to take advantage of that. So learn a little bit of Spanish. First of all, learn some Spanish, bro. This shit on the phone, there's a disconnect. Now, only time a lot of guys know when you're typing in like WhatsApp and to translate, guys, that's Spain Spanish. A lot of times it doesn't translate. The Colombians look at it and be like, they understand it, but it's not hitting them right. So stuff might go out of context. Okay? Learn your Spanish, my guys. If you don't want to learn Spanish, I don't know, man. That's like half the battle here. Okay. You need to know Spanish. But let me go to my tip. Okay. Your first time here, you're in Parqueyeras, but let me tell you, never let them know you've been here first. And I always suggest, don't be a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, dude. Okay. Yo, I don't give a fuck. Take them out for it. There's mad bars in Parqueyeras. Get to this woman. You're about to take her to your crib and, you know what I mean? Have intercourse with this woman. You don't even want to know one thing about her. So now you can see where this woman's coming from, where her head is at. Yo, I recommend if you meet a woman in Parqueyeras, there's a bunch of licoreras. You could get her a beer for 3,000 pesos, bro. Ask her name. Ask her interest. Ask her, I'm not telling you to take her on a date and all this and that. But what happens is you start to see the rapport. Is this woman into me? You know what I mean? Is she looking just for money? Is she a drug addict? You want to start figuring all these things out before you take back to your spot. Now, another thing is, you want to let this woman know that I come here all the time. I've never seen you. Then you say, oh, yeah, man, I got a great friend here. My friend's a cop. He's a local cop around here. Right? And he recommends any woman I take back, I need to take a picture of your cedula. That's your ID. Send it to him. I send it to him before I bring any woman back for you to be safe, for me to be safe, right? And this is also if you don't have security or physical security at your spot. If that woman tells you no, she's not down with you taking a picture of that for you to send it to you, she has an agenda, okay? She has an agenda. If she gives you that idea, she's just there for her bread. I'm telling you that right now. That's a hack I've given guys that they come back and be like, bro, she didn't want to give me her ID, fam. And he was like, I just let her go. You see what I'm saying? You're eliminating stuff, okay? Let me give you guys another rule. Just because you have money doesn't mean you look good. Just because you have money doesn't mean you're not a lame. And I mean that in the most respectful way, dog. At home, you're lame here. These women can see it. Okay, my boy? If you don't know how to dress, yo, Colombians are real fashionable. They like to look good. Even though they wear bootleg clothes, bootleg, Amiri and all that, but guess what? It says Amiri. They like to look good. So if you think you out here, I be seeing guys walking in Parquilleras, flip-flops, looking all that, then you go to like the baddest chick in Parquilleras, my boy. My guys, I want you guys to understand something. Put yourself in their shoes. You're a male and some nasty thing comes to you. You think you want that? No, what you're going to do is the clock watch and you're going to overcharge them, right? So think about, put yourself in the woman's perspective. You look sloppy, my guy. You're sloppy, okay? You're not up to par, and you want to go to the baddest thing in the park.
Why you got on? Why you rocking the chunglers? Why you rocking the socks and sandals? Y'all walking up. Okay, here we go. The brother's not lying. Shout out to the brother with the knowledge. So all the guys that come here to Colombia, and you know how to dress, hats off to you. Hats off to you. And I'm not talking about dressing fancy. I'm talking about you know how to put together even t-shirt and jeans and a nice pair of shoes. Would you walk up to an attractive woman in the States? Let's be real. With flip-flops and tube socks? No? Oh, so y'all ain't walking up to baddies in the bar with flip-flops and tube socks on. Now, I'm not talking about you from a small town in Arkansas. I'm talking about you regular New Yorkers. Y'all pulling up on chicks in flip-flops and tube socks in New York? Oh, y'all ain't? Okay, let's move it on down. DC, y'all moving up, y'all coming around with flip-flops and tube socks? Oh, that ain't what y'all do? So if y'all ain't coming around with flip-flops and tube socks, in these others, Texas, y'all ain't doing that either? Oh, so y'all ain't doing Atlanta, it's gotta be y'all. So y'all ain't walking in the club with flip-flops and tube socks? If y'all don't do it in the States, if you can't pull baddies in the States, I'm talking about quality women, not trash. How you gonna pull quality women in another country, bringing your ignorant tail down here with shorts, flip-flops, and tube socks? How you gonna do that? I don't think you can. I do not think you can. Something happens with the comment section. Put a 1 in the comment section for me real quick, guys. Looks like the comment section froze. Just put a 1 in the comment. Just to let me know that it's still working. And if it doesn't pull up, then I'm going to just refresh real quick. Okay, cool. I see Will's. All right, cool. Thank you guys for putting the 1 in the comment. I see Corporal ST David. Okay, cool. Will says, hey, wait a minute, Dre. Let me make no comments about Arkansas. He said, my Arkansas just catch a straight. Shout out to class 7.5 with Theo Wolf. Yes, sir. All right, gentlemen, thank you very much for letting me know. Let's go back to the video. The brother is right, man. You ain't got to come with Versace and all that, because Colombians don't wear that. They just want you to be well groomed, you know, take a shower, brush your teeth. If you come down to Colombia or DR, make sure you get your teeth cleaned. I'm gonna tell you something, man. If y'all think women do not look y'all in y'all mouth, I don't care how much money you bringing, bruh. If your teeth is tore up, Colombian women look at you like you a lick. I don't care how cool you are. Colombian people are not gonna introduce you to their family and you got a yuck mouth. So all you dudes that come to all these countries and you know how to groom, hats off to you, gentlemen. Hats off to you, gentlemen, and ladies that take care of themselves too. Colombian women will look you in your mouth. They ain't looking at your wallet first. They ain't looking at your shoes first. Colombian women, and my wife tells me this all the time, the first thing they're looking at is that damn grill. And if your mouth is yuck mouth, I don't care how nice your shoes are. I don't care how many chains you got around your neck. I don't care how many watches you got on, how fly you look. Now you officially look like a lick. Why? Because everything looks good on you, but you are not well taken care of. You got money in your pocket to buy the bar. But this is how Colombia, I'm telling you, this is how Colombian thinks. Colombians think if you got money to buy the bar, how come you ain't got money to get your teeth clean? You can buy 15 pay for play in 5 days, but you can't set up an appointment for $25 to get your yuck mouth taken care of, that gingivitis and that plaque taken care of. So now she know you down here faking. Now she knows you down here faking. Why? Because they know the brokest Colombian dude gonna take care of his teeth. He gonna take care of that gingivitis. He gonna take care of that plaque. I'm telling you how they think, bruh. If they see you and you looking fly, as soon as you open up your mouth and they see your mouth toe up, first thing they gonna, girl, we got one. We got one. All drinks on him. All drinks on him. Why? Because they realize if you got all this money to spend, how come during the daytime you ain't take your butt and schedule a dental appointment and got your mouth cleaned and whitened for $25, $30, $45? You could have got your teeth cleaned and whitened. It's one thing that your lips look like you smoke weed. It's another thing that your teeth look like you smoke weed and cigarettes. You cannot come. I'm telling y'all, if I'm giving y'all any tip about how Colombian women think, I don't care how fly you are, this country is all about your mouth, bruh. You cannot take your mouth for granted. Do not ever think you can be in this one here. I don't know all about Brazil. I don't know all about Cambodia. I don't know all about Morocco or Ethiopia. But I'm going to tell you about Colombia. Colombian women do not play when it comes to your teeth looking like a yuck mouth. So for all you men that take care of your teeth, salute to you men, bruh. You might not walk around with like you the flyest dude, but I'm going to tell you something. When you smile, I bet this. I bet when you smile, you don't look like a lick, but the dude that got the brand new Jordans on or the brand new Iversons on and his teeth tore up, he looked like a lick. Some of your flyest YouTubers that I've met, some of your coolest YouTubers that I've met, some of your nicest dressed YouTubers that I've met got tore up mouths. How the heck you all on YouTube and your mouth toe up? I'm telling y'all, man. So shout out to all you guys that take care of your teeth. T-Mac said Brazilians take care of their teeth. Okay. Brazilians take care. I know Brazilians are #1 in the world for showers too. Brazilians are the #1 country in the world for the amount of showers that they take per day. Will says facts. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, the dental is reasonable prices here. That is so true. T-Mac says this. He say, the young beggar looks so smooth. We gave him a shot. Took a photo with him and gave him some change so he could take out his chica. All because the young man was polite and took care of himself. I'm telling you, man. He said, you see young men begging in Colombia with brand new, fresh haircuts. Hey, I'm telling y'all thought I was playing. Dude, I saw a homeless dude over by the river flossing. He just in there. He in there. Teeth just white as can be. Homeless as he want to be. His hair looking crazy and out, but his teeth, man, his teeth was looking good. And he was out there by the river washing, and he was flossing getting his floss on. I'm telling y'all, man, these people do not play. Let's continue on with the video. Let's continue on. Shout out to the brothers. Once again, make sure you guys subscribe to my brother's channel. Let me see if I have that, still have that. Let me scroll up and grab that channel real quick. Well, let the video play.
Now she's looking at you like, damn, the last dude I had was a boppy, and you, no, dude, it's $200 for you. Or they're gonna clock watch. You get back in 40 minutes, or they're not gonna give you the service you want. My guys, go with the person that's showing you interest, okay? And
make sure you guys subscribe to our brother's channel. Right here, our brother Jamie Wood. Shout out to Jamie. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. I got to get his other channel to drop down here as well. Always some great content. Always got great interviews popping off. One of the up and coming positive brothers down here doesn't give his point of view. He just sits back and he does the interview.
I'm not talking about the fake interest, okay? Because there's guys out here I see that they're not all up to women there that show them interest and they're there for service, okay? You got to understand, in parqueyeras, you have a lot of different levels of pros, okay? You have your pro that comes there because she has a drug habit. Stay away from those. The drug addict ones, stay away from them. Every 2 seconds, they're going to be on Tusi. You're not even going to have a good experience, okay? Stay away from heavily tatted women. Those women are part of gangs and factions that you know nothing about. And they usually send them out to look for simps and bobos out here that are, oh, she look good and all that. And you over here and they see that they got you. And next to you know, they robbing you, okay? And I don't care if you got security in your thing, because they'll see where your building is and they'll watch you for the next one. They'll wait till you go to the ATM or whatever on you. I have so many stories I've heard. It's crazy. I've had mad stories. So I disrespect you guys. But sometimes going for the baddest chick just because you have the bread means nothing. I'd rather you go for a Colombian 5 that's going to give you the best service of your life than a 10 and you get drugged. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. There's different levels here. So you got your women that are really providers, ones that like what they do, they take it serious, and they're going to give you the time of your life. But I seem to see that they not the baddest of the bad. But guess what? Those are the ones I recommend. That you guys are just here getting your rocks off, you go out with them. Okay. Not only that, the baddest ones is always going to come with something, because what's going to happen is you're going to fall in lust, right? And she's going to be with the poppy and all that. You're like, damn, I never had nothing like that in my life. And what's going to happen is, guys, she's going to start hitting you with mad excuses. I need a bed. I didn't call you back because my phone screen cracked. My mom's in the hospital. Can you buy me breast implants? Can you do this? Can you do that? They got every lie, my guy, and they send it to 20 guys, and they wait to see which guy's gonna crack. And you guys are effing cracking, bro. You feel me? I mean a doofus every day doing some dumb shit, bro. Like y'all got it. So just because you got money means nothing, my boy. I'm trying to tell you that it's nothing. They don't like you. I'm telling you, they're working. One thing these Colombian women do well is it's like I call it the white girl effect. Like back in the day when I moved to the suburbs, I thought a white girl liked me because she was nice to me. No, that wasn't the case. And when I try to make my move, she's like, I'm just being nice. So I call that the white girl effect. That's what they do here. Okay, so just because you got bread, that don't mean a thing, my boy. You feel me? It don't mean a thing. She's still a woman that has she has an ideal man that she likes. And she's just there providing you a service. That is it. Okay, and it's gonna be transactional. It's gonna be transactional. You guys will be paying. You guys lie. You guys say you don't send money and all that. But I have a bunch of girls here that I drive to West Virginia to go pick up the bread. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, guys, man, just do things smarter, man. Just at the end of the day, man, don't lead with your money. Don't lead with your bread, man. Because like I said, the way you start is the way.
He's absolutely correct. Shout out to this brother. Once again, brother Daniel on the go here in Medellin, Colombia. Great content creator. Always got some great tips about different things to protect yourself while you're here in Colombia. And my brother says Colombia is over. For who? That's the question. For us, we love it. For us brothers and sisters that's doing the right thing, man, we love it, man. I wish we could sit back and pretend like we don't like what's going on. Yeah, we do. We do. We love to see Pookies get turned around at the airport. Pookie and Trad. We love seeing Pookie and Chad get turned around at the airport. We like, I ain't gonna lie to you. We like seeing y'all giving up on Colombia. Man, hey, the best thing, the best gospel that y'all could spread other than my gospel is don't come at all. I've been saying this for almost 7 years. Don't come. If you on Pookie mode, don't come. I've been saying this forever. The next best thing is what you just said. Colombia is over. We want y'all to tell everybody Colombia is over. Spread the word like you, Paul and Peter. Spread the gospel of Colombia is over. Please don't come here. Y'all ain't built for this. I highly recommend y'all zoom to Thailand. Thailand is a country where you can be stupid and you can still feel safe. Actually, it ain't, because a lot of y'all always getting arrested in Thailand. Every time you turn around, y'all got handcuffs on. Black women, black men, white women, and white men. And I don't know what it is about Thailand and in Bali, Indonesia, but every time you turn around, there's a brother or a sister or a white dude in Bali or Thailand with some cuffs on. Every time you turn around. Now, I could do an episode and a half on that one. But y'all still be better off over there. Go Southeast Asia, have fun. Go to Cambodia, go. I kid you not, we've been waiting for y'all to leave. Why y'all keep making announcements that it's over? Just go. Go gadget. Go. I kid you not, man. And this is not me talking like, oh, he hating. No, I've been saying this for years. Colombia is not made for everybody. Not everybody's got the maturity for Brazil. South America is not made for everybody. Everybody does not have the maturity to be in Peru. You ain't built for Peru. Everybody's not made to be dealing with Venezuelans. Everybody talking about Venezuela about to open up. We about to go to Caracas. But y'all gonna end up deceased, floating in the Atlantic Ocean. You think you can't handle Colombia? You think Colombia is dangerous? Don't take your butt over there to Brazil with this type of stupidity that dudes have been using in Colombia. Go on, take it over there. We can't wait. We got big bowls of popcorn to wait for this shit. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. I cannot wait for y'all to go to Venezuela. Do you know the level of content that I am going to be able to create off of the stupidity of many dudes? I won't say most dudes, because most dudes are wise, but there will be enough dudes doing enough stupid stuff in Venezuela that there will be content to be made for years to come. I cannot wait for you motherfuckers to go. I wish I was lying. If it was up to me, bruh, I would be giving out free flight tickets to Venezuela. I can't wait for this shit show to start. I cannot wait. I wish y'all would think that I'm sitting around envious, jealous, insecure, mad that y'all leaving Colombia. We've been waiting for y'all to leave, man. We've been waiting for Pookie, Ray Ray, Nook Nook, Man, Paw Paw, all y'all, Craig, Bubba. We've been waiting for Craig and Bubba to leave Colombia for the longest. We've been waiting for every Russian dude, every Italian dude, every Swedish dude that caused trouble to leave. We cannot wait. I am sitting up here just dancing on pins and needles. Can't wait for that first flight to land in Venezuela. Because I know the immaturity that a dude had in DR and the immaturity that they had in Colombia and the immaturity that they have in Brazil is going to follow them to Venezuela. They're going to talk too much. They're going to be dropping videos. They're going to be walking through Venezuela with their cell phones up in females' butts. The whole routine. I cannot, you know what's going, what I can't wait? I can't wait to see a Venezuelan pimp smack them damn Ray-Ban glasses off y'all faces. I can't wait to see that. I ain't gonna lie. I can't wait to see one of the Venezuelans that recognize that those Ray-Ban camera recording glasses. And I can't wait for that pimp that y'all been following his hoes. And I can't wait for one of the Venezuelan pimps to just give y'all the whole palm. Just your Ray-Bans go flying up in the air like they got a cape on them. And you just go stumbling the opposite way. I can't wait. You talking about a man got his popcorn. Man, I got about 35 boxes of popcorn waiting for y'all to go to Venezuela. So if y'all ever think that we are going to be disappointed that you dudes are leaving Colombia, we are here to let you know, all of us good brothers, good sisters, good white dudes, good white women, good black families, good white families that are living and coming to Colombia cannot wait for you motherfuckers to get to Venezuela. All the content that I'm gonna come out with, the jokes that I'm gonna come. Y'all think I crack jokes on y'all here in Colombia? Oh no. I got jokes I keep in the trunk waiting for you dudes to go to Venezuela. I can't, boy. Y'all think I'm joking tonight. Man, I'm like this. Cause I know y'all. Y'all ain't never been to a country y'all didn't F up. Never. One brother put a public service announcement out. He said, and I have it too. He put a public service announcement out. He said, brothers, they just opened up Venezuela. Can we not mess this one up? And he was so sincere. Brother said, we done messed up every country we done went to. We done messed up DR. We done messed up Brazil, Thailand, Barcelona. We done ran through Portugal. We done messed up Mexico and Brazil. Brothers, they opening up Venezuela. Brother was so sincere. Can we not mess up Venezuela? And I put in the comments, I say, the hell y'all won't send. The hell y'all won't mess up. What country? I said, put in the comments, name a country y'all didn't mess up. Send. Name a country y'all didn't mess up. See, us good dudes, us good men and women and all the good sisters, we ain't never messed a country up, ever. We can go anywhere. We ain't never been known for messing up a country. But you Pookies and you Nooks and Ray Rays that lead with your money, bruh, y'all, it ain't a country y'all ain't messed up. Y'all can go to Egypt, you'll mess it up. Madagascar, you will mess it up. New Zealand will get tore up if y'all decide to go to New Zealand ever. Y'all will mess up the island of Tasmania. Y'all be like, you heard about them Tasmanian hoes? You know they got the ones in Tasmania. Y'all will go to Tasmania and F up Tasmania, bruh. Name the country that y'all don't mess up, man. Talking about some y'all going to Venezuela. We about to leave Colombia. We're going to Venezuela. And I can't wait for y'all to go. Fresh content. Waiting for Pookies to go to Venezuela. It was like the last time I got this excited for content was me waiting for Trump to become president again because I knew all type of content was coming. Me waiting for Trump to become president again, I knew I was going to get some great content. And he ain't let me down. That was the last time I was this excited. I ain't gonna lie. I expect y'all to fumble the bag. I expect y'all to get drugged with a new drug. Do y'all think scopolamine is just in Colombia? Man, they be scoping chicks in the States. So if they got it in Colombia, they dang sure got it over there in Venezuela. If y'all don't know how to act around Venezuela chicks while they in Colombia, you dang sure don't know how to act around Venezuelan chicks when they in Venezuela. If you think that you giving Venezuela, you getting good Venezuelan freaky sex in Colombia and you giving up all your money and your paycheck from back home, can you imagine getting you some authentic, homegrown Venezuelan coochie? You dudes gonna be homeless and still working at the same time. I ain't paying no rent no more. I'm gonna sleep in my car. I'm gonna work every day and I ain't gonna pay my rent at all because I sent all my check to my Venezuelan girlfriend. I can't wait. Y'all got me effed all the way up. Yeah, for real. I got to pull out the premium caramel corns to get stuck in your teeth, not just regular popcorn for Venezuela. You are so right, brother. I am so sincere about what I just said the last 5 minutes. I am so sincere. I cannot wait for you motherfuckers to go to Venezuela. I can't wait. I know y'all about to F that one up on a level that ain't never been F'd up before. Y'all about to come up. Y'all gonna see what coming up missing really look like. Y'all gonna redefine missing. Colombia is over. It is done. It was done before. It was done with y'all before y'all even got here, man. You just don't know it. Y'all acting like Pookies were always here dominating. No, bro, when I got here, it was not like this. 2016, 2015, dude, it was not like this. You Pookies followed us good brothers down to Colombia like you followed us good brothers to DR, like you followed us good brothers to Thailand, like you follow the good brothers to Brazil. Y'all always wait till the good brothers go somewhere. Y'all wait and see how it's going to work out. And then y'all follow us down to every country. That's why I said, name one country y'all ever discovered on y'all own. None of you party Pookies can ever say y'all discovered any country by yourselves. Y'all always follow us down to another country. And then when everything goes left, you want to look crazy. I ain't going back. And y'all be expecting the rest of us to follow y'all or something? You right. We should leave Colombia alone. Colombia ain't never done nothing wrong to me. Don't be looking at us to join in your reindeer games, Rudolph. They wouldn't let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Hey, Rudolph, don't be looking at us because we don't want to join your reindeer games. You want us to leave Colombia because you didn't have some bad experience getting drugged and robbed and scammed and hustled. Don't get mad at us. Will says people are talking about going to Venezuela and don't realize that the gangs control. And Venezuela still literally have the gangs control the police departments in many cities. It hasn't flipped over yet. You got to give Venezuela a couple years to get on its feet. But not you thirsty mama. Y'all don't care nothing about that, do y'all? Y'all don't care about the gang still. Hey, what Will just wrote, that don't mean nothing to you, does it? It don't mean nothing. Don't mean nothing to me. I'm going to Venezuela. I've been seeing y'all posting flights. Hey, Will, on Facebook groups, they be posting flights to Caracas. Like, this how much it costs to fly to Caracas. And Caracas is a beautiful city. Don't get me wrong. To fly to Caracas. I can't wait, bruh. I'm dancing in the streets for this one. He said, I will wait a while. And that's what if it were me, and I kid you not, if I was single, I would wait about a good 2 or 3 years for Venezuela. I do believe that it's going to turn around. I do believe it's going to get better. I do believe there's a migration going back to Venezuela. But I'm going to tell you this now. It's going to be 3 to 5 years before Venezuela is like you want it to be. But here's the fun part, Will. These thirsty dudes ain't gonna wait. And that's why I'm gonna be making this good content. Hey, I do not have to go visit Venezuela to get some good content. All I gotta do is wait for y'all to go do something stupid and then do a reaction to it. Cause y'all gonna do something stupid. All the good dudes and good women that go, that's been going, this is the funny part, that have been going to Venezuela for years, no issues. You got white boys that's been going to Venezuela forever, ain't missed a beat, no issues. White women, no issues. Sisters, no issues. Here come you Pookies and Ray Rays. You bubbas. All you bubbas? Yeah. All you jibs. All you white boy jibs. Jib, we going to Venezuela. Yeah, can't wait till you jibs get there. Can't wait for you jibs to get to Venezuela. He say there are some that don't like Americans. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm glad that you said that, Will. I'm gonna come back to you, Zeta, in a second. Y'all fail to realize the almost 2 million Venezuelans that's been here and all them Venezuelans that's been in Medellin and Cartagena that's been watching how we move the whole time that they've been here. Venezuelans have been here in masses. I would say maybe I'll give it maybe 10 years, right? Because they've been here like right around the amount of time I've been here. They're going to go back to Venezuela. Not all, but a lot. And they're going to tell the stories of all the passport pookies. So if you think that you're the only one going to Venezuela, don't you ever forget all them Venezuelan females that was dealing with y'all while y'all was in Colombia, got stories to tell, because you know women talk. They got stories to tell on how to hustle you pookies, because they learned how to hustle you pookies for the last 10 years while they were here. And they're going to migrate back to where their aunties, their mamas, and their female cousins are. And they're going to tell their cousins how to hustle you dudes. But you dudes ain't thought about that. You think that you're going to meet a fresh crop of Venezuelans, but you fail to realize the ones that are here that know the game are going back home, and they going to tell them all how to get over on you. So while you think you'll take a pocket full of money and go to Venezuela and get over on them, they gonna already not like Americans already. Will is not lying. The game is to be sold, not told. But in their case, it's gonna be told. Girl, I got an American boyfriend. Oh, you do? Okay, now here's what you do. Bam, bam, boom, bam, boom. And you can get them for 5,000, girl. That's how they gonna talk to each other. Don't y'all ever think that y'all the only ones going to Venezuela. All these Venezuelans that's been scamming y'all all this time period, they are heading home. And they going to Caracas because they know where y'all going to. And the true scammers are going to be waiting for you when you get there. Y'all got Venezuela tore up, bro. He say, we don't want them in Cambodia. Stay home, please. Don't come over here. He said, I met a Venezuelan chick in Miami. They know how to, yes, they do know how to hustle. Ven girls are everywhere. Absolutely correct. I don't know what it is about Venezuelan women. They are, you ain't never lied. They are everywhere. All in Costa Rica, all in Panama, all in Mexico, all in Miami, all in Tampa, all in Orlando. Man, Venezuelan women are everywhere. You like, how? It ain't that many of y'all. How y'all getting around like this? Yep, they did. Colombia just deported a female content creator who was scamming a couple of days ago. You're absolutely correct. I saw that. Yep, kicked her right on out. Yep, Venezuelans have been watching Colombia. See, I watch Venezuelans and Colombians on TikTok. That helps me with my Spanish. So I watch them when they do their panels. I watch them on TikTok. See, y'all only watch English-speaking TikTok. I watch Spanish-speaking TikTok. And they be having the same type of panels, talking about the same type of issues that we talk about. I'm telling y'all, man. Okay, go and take your butt to Venezuela. I think I'm playing. You say Venezuelans have been in Colombia. They watch how these thirsty Americans move. When they go back, they'll be watching for that foreign money coming through. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. That is not a joke. Shout out to my brother Young Reckless in the building. He says this. He said, Dre. He said, got attacked by a mob of angry nurses at work today. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see why. He said, I'm Pedro. He said, I'm a Pedro because I told him I only date 20. I'm a pedo because I say, hey, listen, ladies, you can leave me alone. I only date 21 to 28. He said, I'm only 30. Man, they acting like you 62. You 31, that's my wife's age. I'm 58. Your coworkers really wouldn't like me. He said, I'm only 31. He said, by the way, but they cheered at a 43-year-old nurse when she said her man is what the see, yeah. Yep, they're in Aruba. They are in Curacao, the island. Curacao is like right off the coast of Venezuela. Beautiful island. Beautiful island. Yep. I kid you. Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, man. I kid you not, Dre. It's gonna be crazy. And I will be getting my laugh on. I was going to show let me see something if it's gonna work for us. We're done with the one video. Shout out to my brothers once again for the great content that they put out. I was going to show another video, but I don't know if it's going to be freezing or not. Let's give it a try. This is about a Colombiana that got
to America, quite like flying all the way from Colombia just to steal shoes from a guest store. Turns out the only souvenir she was taking home was a Florida criminal record.
Come on,
So she came all the way from the all the way from Colombia, just to steal some shoes in a Guess store. Yes, Guess, like Guess from the 80s, that brand.
Army Tango Hotel Foxtrot.
Hold on. Hold on. Turn around.
Hey, yeah, the store again, right?
Turn around, please. Let me at Saks Fifth Avenue.
No, it's freezing. The video is freezing. I'm gonna show this video tomorrow. I'm gonna show this video tomorrow because I don't want it to be freezing. I got a couple videos I'm gonna be showing us tomorrow anyway, but I'm gonna show this one tomorrow. I'm gonna take care of the Wi-Fi tonight, so we're gonna end the live stream. We're almost at 3 hours anyway, so we're pretty good. Young Reckless said this. He said, "So Dre, what do I do?" Keep on doing you, bruh. Keep on doing you. You like you said, listen here. I'm only 31 years old. You doing it right, man. You are doing it 100% correct. Be with the women that want to be with you. I don't know why these women think that you should be with somebody that's 29, 31, 33. Why? If that's not what you want. Now, if you're into older women or women your age, that's one thing. But if you're not, you're not. And the funny part is when you tell your preference, women seem to take it personal. I never understood that. Women think in a collective. And I noticed that if something happens to one, they believe that it could happen for all. So if Sierra found a man, then we all could find a man, right? That's how they think. That's why they were like, if Meg the Stallion could find a man, maybe we all could find a man, right? And then when you say you only date 21 to 28, that means if he thinks like that, maybe most of the men think like that, which you've never said that, but they all think in a collective, man. Women often think like a flock of birds. You ever see those flock of birds, man, and they just move all in sync? You're like, how the heck they move in sync like that? Or a flock of fish that just, it'd be thousands of fish, but they can move and just simulcast, right? That's how women think, like quite often, man. They think in a bubble. And they think whatever happens to or for one woman, that it has something to do with them personally. So, brother, I'm here to tell you, keep on being yourself, man. And if those women that are the age that you enjoy you, so be it. He said, they would hate me because I'm 50. Right. I'm 54. And my girl is 25. And she's been with me for 4 years. Right. For 4 years. I still make her laugh. Man, listen, you are not alone. She told me that her favorite moments is watching Netflix with moi. Correct, man. I don't know why women try to, this what gets me, T-Mac. I don't know why older women always want to forget they liked older men when they were a younger woman. All of a sudden, when they get older, the rules change. But when they were 21, many of them were with older guys that were 31, 35 years old. Now that they are the ones that are 31, 35 years old, it's amazing how forgetful they get. And they talk about, I can't believe these younger women with these older guys. Well, baby, it ain't your turn no more. You're old. It's not your turn anymore. Your days are done. Go get your older dude, and you good. Tevin King, my dude, is in the building. Shout out to Tev. Tev says this. He said, there's a lot of Colombian and Venezuelan concentrated in now that I didn't know. I did not know that. I did know about Colombia because I looked at it during the last time they were playing soccer in Colombia. So in the States. So I kind of knew that about Colombia, but I didn't know that about Venezuelans. That means Venezuelans being in LA and Hollywood. Then you have Ukraine in Santa Monica. I did not know that. Shout out to Ukrainians though. They fine. But yeah. I did not know that. He said, but Dre, Leonardo DiCaprio does it. Leonardo DiCaprio rich. That's what they will say. You are not Leonardo DiCaprio. You can't do what he do. And yet I can. And yet T-Mac can. And yet Will can. And yet J. Clyde can. A lot of women are upset because we can do what Leo does, and we don't need Leo's money to have somebody that's just as attractive as Leo's women. They can't stand that. They can't stand it. He said, and I don't see him get the same backlash like us guys. Absolutely correct. But they'll use that, you ain't Leo. That's why. Man, like I said, live your life, brother. Live your life. I'm telling you. You are not doing anything wrong, especially if you got the women that are interested in you. You're a good dude. Keep doing you. If you can make a woman laugh and smile, this is true. She will enjoy your presence. This is true. This is true. Just like they're not Sierra. Right. They try to be, that's a good point. They try to be like Sierra, trying to find them a Russell Wilson. But we got to be honest with the Sierra situation. Sierra came in the situation with $5 million in her pocket. She wasn't a broke chick. Plus, she was getting child support on a regular from Future. So she might have been a freak in the sheets with all them dudes, even Bow Wow. But let's be honest. She was making her money. If she hadn't got with anybody, she wouldn't been eating cans of beans no time too soon. But she did find a simp with $100 million contract. So these chicks, they ain't built like Sierra. Sierra's a slim goodie. Sierra's always been a slim goodie. These chicks ain't built like Sierra. Sierra done had them kids and still built like Sierra. These chicks in the United States, man. Bruh, I just came across a video called Inflation Nation, talking about the obesity of United States, Inflation Nation, talking about how inflated we are as far as size. Bruh, I might showcase that video this week. Americans are some big money compared to other countries, bruh. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't used to being around all big people no more. I ain't used to that no more, man. Every country has their share of big folks, but goodness gracious, America, really? That is a big country. So yeah, man. I'm just saying it like this. If I'm Russell Wilson, I'm being serious, and I'm giving credit where credit is due. If I'm Russell Wilson, if I'm Russell Wilson, and I had to simp, if somebody put artillery to my head and said, "Thou must simp, young man," right? If I had to simp, you got to admit, Sierra wasn't a bad catch to simp on. If I had to simp, if I'm simping, let me simp with a chick that's walking through the door with $5 million, and she getting $20,000 to $30,000 a month in child support. Let me simp with something like that. If I gotta simp, let me simp with a 5'8" slim goodie with a pretty face. Probably got some good coochie. If I gotta simp. You see what I'm saying? Because when you look at it from the simp perspective, if you gon' simp, thank you, babe. If you gon' simp, I mean, why get with a broke chick you gotta simp over when you can get with a chick that at least got $5 million and ain't gonna put on no weight if she have any kids? Right? That's if you had to simp. I mean, like if simping was a must. I'm serious, Will. If you had somebody just put a pistol to your head and like, yeah, you go simp. If I had to, I ain't gonna lie. I would have looked at Sierra before I got with it. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to look at the simp game a little different. If I'm gonna simp, I might would have had to simp with a Kim Kardashian worth 100 mil, 200 mil, 300 mil. I might have to simp for something like that. I don't have a problem with y'all laughing at me if I'm with Kim Kardashian. Everybody ran through her, but she worth 500 mil. I might have to, put my simp hat on. I might have to do that. I might, Cardi B, if I got a simp for a woman with 4 kids and 4 baby daddies, seems like she got 2 baby daddies. I might have to simp for a chick that got 70, 80 million in her back pocket. I might simp for the 70, 80 million. Y'all might be looking at me crazy because I'm with Cardi, but 70 million, bro. 70 million. Oh, Dre out there simping, got them kids. Hey. I might have to simp for Rihanna. I ain't mad at my man. I might have to, Rihanna been ran through too. Nobody want to talk about how many times they ran through Rihanna. I might have to simp for 250 million. Rihanna sitting on 250. Ain't dropped the album in almost 10 years. If I had to, some women make you kind of like double think you're simping. We'll go on social media and complain, but off camera, would you not simp for her if the law? I froze for a second. If it said that thou must simp, you might want to simp for Sierra too. That's all I'm saying. You might want to simp for Sierra too. He said the majority of the nurses who told me that were 4 black women. He said 1 was white and 1 fat simp. He said, and the young Puerto Rican told me, just relax. They taking it too far. It's not that serious. Absolutely correct. Thank you, Travis Kelce. everybody know Taylor Swift is the biggest white trick out there. She get that coochie away like Taylor Swift be giving that coochie away like she made money just to give coochie away. She keep them long legs spread. She keep them, dude. Taylor Swift be letting total strangers up in her. I might have to simp for Taylor Swift. You know, Travis said, if I'm going to simp, I might have to simp for Miley Cyrus. After she done let herself go run through. Now she want to write a song talking about that she was young. I ain't know no better. But, you know, Miley sitting on 200, 250. I might be walking down the aisle. I might have to be Miley Cyrus's Stedman. I might have to simp. Oh, man, that's a white people thing. White people don't wash their legs at all. I've seen, I know I'll be going on TikTok and I'll be looking up what's that smell type of stuff. You know, videos on white people that don't wash. They don't use wash rags. White people don't wash, bro. A lot of times when y'all get with white girls, you ever notice you got to show them how to use a wash towel, a loofah? White people don't. Watch it, girl. Wash. Stop using your hand. Yeah, white people don't. Nah, bro. Yeah, that's one thing. Every time I was with a white girl, I was like, so here's a gift that keeps on giving. Some face towels to wash your body with. He said, oh, definitely Rihanna. She's from Barbados. I've seen them fine Barbados women. Yes, sir. Leo says this. Leo says, send it for Rihanna? That's when the bad laws turn good. For real. Seriously. So, you know, sometimes you sit back and we see these dudes and they sipping, but you sit back and think it ain't like they sipping for the average broke chick. They sipping for some trash. They know they're gonna get some trash coochie, but at least the trash coochie got some money. Right? Somebody gonna simp for Amber Rose. Come on, somebody gonna simp for Amber Rose. Amber Rose got child support coming in. So get that money, that Wiz Khalifa divorce money, girl. Some. Yeah, Sierra wasn't broke. Yep, you're right, brother. Sierra was not broke. Oh, that's true. The snow bunny of all snow bunnies. Yeah, they don't watch them. Yeah, white people just don't. Ugh. Bro say Amber Rose bag ain't long enough. You can keep her. Her bag ain't long enough. He said, Dre, I simp for for Selma. Selma would throw it out there for years. Yeah, for Selma, yeah. Yeah, Selma fine, and she got a paper. Selma's far from broke, but she can't keep a man, boy. Dudes be running in and out of. Sophia, same way, yeah. Might have to simp for Sophia. You know, might have to do it. I might have to do it. You know, simp for Carol G with her little fine self. Get your Carol G simp on. So, hey, some women out there are worth the simping if you ain't got to spend no money. All right, gentlemen, let's get ready to head up out of here. I'll be seeing you guys mañana. Let me do an outro video. Appreciate you guys being here. Let's go here. Go here. Right there. Let's go.
This ain't a Beamer, that's a big dance. Chrome heart got me kissing on his best friend. Put in work, baby, you could be my best man. Sending cash to my account, he investing. Dark shades on when I'm off the Migos. He tryna cuff me like a in a Rico. Moving through this like GTA with a cheat code. He claimed that he love me, but before not a freak. I just wanna dance all night. Can't nobody do it just like I. Boy, you got just what I like. Come on, baby, let's kiss, don't fight. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Just say the word, baby, I'ma get you right. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Ain't gotta say it, I know I'm the one you like. Ooh, damn, tell the DJ turn the beat up. Got a white boy who be singing like a Beatle. Claim she getting bread, but I heard she doing keto. I don't do drugs, I'ma smoke a little weedo. I can't chase a man for no paper. I just think it's sweet, I'ma show him now or later. I be getting money on the wake up. He a broke boy, tell that get his cake up. Only with dope boys, they the ones who spinning paper, get your weight up. Total send an Addy and a stay up. She's out here mad, told him assalamu alaikum. Who that 5'5", she don't even need no makeup. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. Just say the word, baby, I'ma get you right. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like. What you wanna do? Tell me what you like.